Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new D&D stream.
Woo!
So, as always, hi, I'm Arch. This is my stream. Welcome. So, few things real quick. So, we're going to go around, find out who everybody is, who we're playing, and then I'm going to do some quick announcement-y type stuff, and then we're going to dive right into the head and tail of things. That's how that phrase goes, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's go with that. First off, I'm actually going to increase the music volume a little. There we go, so the stream can hear it. So, let's go around and find out who everybody is and who they're playing, starting with Nat.
Hi, I'm a DM. I'm at CrimeNet on Twitter, and I'm gonna be all the people that aren't these three people. Literally everybody else. I know, it's crazy. Aren't you glad it's Tuesday?
There it is. And we have, returning from Dungeon World, Pi.
Hi, I'm Pi. I will be playing Praxagandalin, or Kore Praxagandalin, a dragonborn druid.
I'm suddenly really jealous your name rhymes with hi.
Oh my god. And also returning from Dungeon World, we have Undead.
Hi, I'm Undead, and I will be playing Vale, the Dragonborn Dragonic Sorcerer.
And hi, I'm Arch, like I said before. I'm going to be playing Shavar, who is a Drow Pact of the Celestial Warlock. You'll see. It's a very interesting character.
He's a walking oxymoron. It's wonderful.
Among other things. It's a lot of fun. We'll see. Alright, so to do a few quick things, as I have mentioned on social medias, as I have mentioned in prior streams, tonight we are going to be doing a t-shirt giveaway for one of the t-shirts that is in my Streamlabs shop, which specifically is my logo, which if you are a subscriber, it is next to your name. The t-shirt giveaway is going to be sometime during the stream tonight, as soon as we take a break, whenever that will be. I'm going to start the giveaway. It will run for about 5 minutes while we're on the break. Everybody at that point will need to enter !raffle in order to be entered. You cannot do it before. You have to do it while the giveaway is going. Once that 5 minutes is up, assumably somebody is going to get picked as the winner. There will be a link that you follow in order to claim your prize.
But Arch, what if nobody's picked?
Someone has to be picked. It's impossible.
Okay, so you're confirming someone will be picked.
Somebody will be a winner tonight.
It's gonna be me again.
It could
Canon.
be. It could be.
Canon. I'm the DM. I say canon.
The other thing, as Jess is failing to do right now in the chat, is the command in order to duel somebody is !challenge, not !fight. Jess.
I got you, Jess. I'm coming for you.
There is the new chatbot, which I have, the Arch D&D chatbot that I set up. There are a bunch of fun little mini games. If you want to see all of the commands, you can do !commands, and that will do that whole thing. And last but not least is, same way we do with every D&D stream, is there are Bardic Stream Die. So the way it works is you can donate money using the link down below. Depending on how much money you donate, you will essentially be able to give the players in the game a dice, which they will be able to use at their choosing at some point during the game. So it's a nice way to be able to interact and add to the game. On top of that, there is the $10 donation, which allows you to make your own NPC, which Nat will forcibly shove into the world somehow.
It's always seamless.
Yeah, definitely.
Every time.
Definitely. All right, so all of that being said, I don't believe I have anything else to announce or explain. So, Nat, take us away.
We ready for some D&D nostalgia? All right.
I thought we were playing Paranoia. Shit.
Sorry.
Oh, this is my
Alright.
Call of Cthulhu character. I need to.
Stream's canceled. All right, so the realm of humankind is narrow and constricted. Always the force of chaos press upon its borders, seeking to enslave its populace, rape its riches, and steal its treasures. If not for stout few, many of the realm would indeed fall prey to the evil which surrounds them. Yet, there were always certain exceptional and brave members of humanity, as well as its allies, the dwarves, the elves, the halflings, the dragonborn, the gnomes, who rise above the common level and join the battle to stave off darkness which would otherwise overwhelm the land. Bold adventurers from the realm set off for the Borderlands to test their mettle, find their bravery. Ahead, up the winding road, after you followed the most up-to-date map that you've been able to find from the native realm, 174 years old, you see above a sheer-walled mountain of stone looms the Great Keep. Here is one of the last strongholds, bastions of life and civilization, law, stalwart guardian against chaos. Somewhere nearby, amidst the dark forest and Teglin Fens, are the Caves of Chaos, where fell creatures lie in wait. All this you know. Before you dare adventure into such regions, you must first become acquainted with the other members of your group, for each life will depend upon the ability of the others to cooperate against the common foe. Now, before you enter the Grim Fortress, is the time for introductions and exchange of information, for fate seems to have decreed that you are to become an adventurous band who must pass through many harrowing experiences together on the path which leads towards greatness. So, please, introduce for us your characters. Arch, why don't you start?
Sure. So my character is Shavar. He is a Drow warlock, who is a Pact of the Celestial with the Pact of the Tome.
All right, and what do you look like?
I will tell you as soon as my character sheet stops shitting a brick. There we go. So I have amber eyes and grayish purple skin, with shoulder-length pink hair. I am wearing rather worn studded leather armor, which has a emblazoned sun insignia on the chest. I have a backpack with several adventurous accoutrements. And at my waist is a handy-dandy wand.
Fun. All right, and Pi?
I'm playing Kore Praxagandalin. She is a Circle of the Moon druid. She's got, I think, just leather armor, because I can't have anything with metal, right?
It is a rule.
Yeah. She's got a scimitar and shield on her back. Otherwise, she doesn't look super prepared for adventuring. Doesn't need much. And she carries around the still beating heart of her dead brother who has been cursed. I think is her most obvious interesting trait. And she is on a quest to uncurse him and bring him back to life.
That's very exciting. And of course you're inexperienced, but you have skills in a heart that cries out for adventure, correct?
Oh, yes.
Naturally. Matt?
I am playing Vale, the Dragonborn Draconic Sorcerer. He is kind of average height for Dragonborn, 6'5", but extremely gaunt. He is copper and green, so it kind of looks like he has a verdigris across the tops of his kind of horn-like ridges, and kind of at the corners of your face, if you know what I mean, like eyebrows, edges of the chin, everything like that. He is in just simple robes, and he pulls out a lot of items from said robes.
All right.
Important question, Pie. Tail or no tail?
Tail.
No tail.
Scandalous.
I always do no tail because that's technically the canonical answer.
But tails are so cool.
They are fun. You
And
want to play a tail? You want to play a tail? You want to have a tail? Play a tiefling.
I mean, yeah, that.
All right. So, you have traveled for many days, leaving the realm and entering into the wilder area of the Borderlands. Farms and towns have become less frequent, and travelers few. The road has climbed higher as you enter the forested, mountainous country. You now move up a narrow, rocky track. A sheer wall of natural stone is on your left, the path falling away to a steep cliff on the right. There was a small widening ahead where the main gate to the keep resides. The blue-clad men-at-arms who guard the entrance shout at you to give your names and state your business. All along the wall you see curious faces peering down at you. Dozens of them, eager to welcome new champions of law, but ready with crossbows and halberds to give another sort of welcome to enemies. Hey, what's your business?
What is our business?
Oh, we're here.
That's up to you.
Hello, sir. My name is Vale, and these are my traveling companions. I am a map maker. This one lacks the sun, and this one has berries.
Be you hearty adventurers, come to fight against the tides of chaos.
I mean,
Look
if you
at the
wanna,
others and shrug.
I mean, if you want to spice up the phrasing with that, sure, yeah.
He looks to the side of another guard, and they seem a little confused, and they look back. You can come in if you promise not to hurt anybody.
That should be easy enough to do.
I feel like that
You're
was kind of
welcome.
directed at me, but yeah, we're fine.
That'll
I'll
hopefully
tolerate
not
you.
be a problem.
No, just keep your breath attacks pointed away from the civilians, please.
All right, that one definitely was directed at me.
All right, and they lower the drawbridge that goes over a little crevasse. You can see if I can make it
Ooh.
do the thing. And you are ushered into the keep on the Borderlands. There you are able to meet face to face with, as the portcullis gets raised up, there are 3 guards in plate mail and halberds, as well as the fellow who is yelling down at you. Seems to have an insignia indicating his somewhat more esteemed rank. He walks up, looks at Shavar direct in the face, turns to Corey and says, "I'm Bolin, Corporal of the Watch."
She's gonna not slowly as in like tentatively, but just like taking her time, reach out a hand, shake it.
Okay. I shakes. And your name was?
You can call me Praxagandalin.
Praxid.
Jandalin.
Jandalin. Praxid Jandalin. All right. I points to Vol. You?
You can call me Vale.
Vale. All right. And he pats Shavar on the back as he walks away. And you, sir?
Name's Shavar.
All right. Well, we gotta do a little bit of bookkeeping to make sure that you're all on the up and up to stay here. Like I said, my name's Bolin. I'm the corporal of the watch of the gate towers, so I'm in charge of who comes and goes. So if you're gonna go or you're gonna come, you talk to me. All right?
What if we're not doing either of those options?
I'd be sorely confused as to what you're doing here then.
Well, it's just for the sake of the future. If we do decide that we're not doing one of those things at some given point in time.
Then you don't need to talk to me.
Well, like, what if we're, like, for example, what if I'm praising the sun? Like, is that...
Don't you, drow types not really like the sun, normally?
Yeah, it's kind of, a whole situation. But yeah, Palor's, no, we're cool. We're cool.
You
I
and
mean-
Palo are cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bright out here, but, I mean, like, if you have an umbrella or something, actually, that'd be really cool.
Umbrella.
Yeah, one of those things you push on and it pops up, covers,
You know, if you're looking for some adventuring gear, you might want to see the provisioner or the trader.
That could be helpful, yeah.
But it's a little bit of paperwork. Please follow me.
You said your name was Bolin?
Bolin, yeah.
Like if you go, like bowling, like if you, like that kind of spelling?
Bolin.
Okay, and
Bolin.
You're the corporal here, you said? Or...
Yeah. Oh, the front towers. There's a lot of corporals here.
All right, don't mind me. I'm just typing you in my ledger here.
Typing?
Drow terminology. Don't worry about it.
All right. I won't worry about it as long as it ain't gonna hurt nobody.
All right, let's get something straight here. All right, like I'm not. Like I'm cool.
He looks you dead in the face and says, "Cool."
Yeah, there you go.
And he takes you to the warehouse, where they just log any dangerous equipment you're bringing in, such as weapons, but only very briefly. It occurs to me that none of you might not have any of those actually.
I have a crossbow and 2 daggers, but they probably wouldn't check my boots for 2 daggers.
Probably not.
Light
No,
crossbow.
They're taking your word on it, although they will log the crossbow.
I do have a scimitar.
Okay, they would note that. They don't seem concerned about it, but they do keep track of who has what weapons. It seems.
I have a few.
Yeah.
I have my wand. I have a light crossbow, and I have 2 daggers.
They don't.
Hey.
They don't.
Buddies.
They don't seem to actually mind the wand.
Okay. Good on them.
Yeah.
Oh, and I also have my tome, which I don't think they would care about either.
Nope. All right. So this here's the outer bailey. This whole section. Up north, you can down here is the outer bailey. Up here is the inner bailey. The outer bailey is free to anyone come and go. If you have a guild business, there's people who can sell and buy things. You can stay for a night at the inn or buy a drink at the tavern. It's all fine. If you make enough coin, you can get a loan at our loan bank. If you get enough coin, you can stay at a private apartment, just however you want. Inner bailey is for the military types. Keep the keep safe. So that's by invitation only.
How do we score one of those? If you don't mind my asking.
You know, if you do service for the keep, bring back a certain amount of provisions or equipment or valuable items to help in the good fight, or if you help defeat notable enemies of the keep. You have a bandit problem. If you take down a bandit camp, we would love to hear about it.
You get attacked a lot.
Fairly often, but we handle it.
Bigger
What was that?
than bandits or just bandits?
Bandits are more common, but there's also some bullywugs and some lizard folk and orcs and ogres and goblins and kobolds. Occasionally we get some crazy sorcerers too. Those are fun. Oh, and if you go far enough north, there's some skeletons.
Dragons?
I haven't seen a dragon in these parts, so I'm told over a century. I don't think we need to worry too much about them.
When was the last time you had a crazy sorcerer?
Crazy sorcerer? Oh, there's a mad hermit up in the north woods who gives us trouble every once in a while. But we haven't seen him in a month. Seems every time he shows up, he gets a little crazier though. Unless he just shows up and starts yelling at us from like across the way. We shoot a catapult nearby and he usually scatters. He's a pet mountain lion though. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Did you say pet mountain lion?
Yeah.
How do you even go about taming? Like that's not a tame. I don't.
You know,
It's right there. Look out!
I was just about to say that.
You know, I don't really know. But I admit, if I'm talking from a non-professional standpoint, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean that's cool and all, but have you ever had a pet spider? And Shavar holds up a little furry spider.
He backs up. starkly.
Corey kind of rolls her eyes.
This here's
Could
my,
you,
my little buddy Kala.
Could you put that away, please?
You sure? It's real. It's kind of cute.
Sure, whatever. I mean, you drow are spider people, right?
Do I look like I have 8 legs to you?
Spider worshipping people. So not you. You're cool with Paylor, as you said.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's a little piece of home sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Sure. Just don't be putting in no one else's bed.
All right. You know what? That's fair. That's fine.
All right.
We're cool.
So I'm
We're
gonna
cool.
set you through. If you need anything, horses, equipment, place to drink, place to eat, a loan, you can get it all here. As long as you pay your way, I mean, no problems.
What if I told you I didn't have any money right now, but I would love to make some money?
If you don't have any money, you can get a loan of up to 5 gold from the bank. For no collateral.
That sounds.
That's not the most fiscally.
Don't
business
question it.
operations.
I mean, you gotta honor your loans. People aren't gonna like you if you don't.
I mean, who says we need to be likable? But anyway,
The entire time, Vale is drawing a map of the town and the surrounding area.
Cool.
Cartographer tools.
So you'll note that the you can see the castle obviously because I provided this wonderful map, but the map you noted before was very old, so some of the details are wrong. For instance, you'll just from basic conversation with some locals find that most of the names are incorrect at this point in time. And the farmstead that was positioned out front of the keep is not there anymore. Seems that hasn't been able to be maintained. So like I said, I'm just going to let you all through. You can go do what you want here. I go back to my post. And he goes to climb the gate towers.
Corey's gonna turn to Shavar and go, you know, every time you bring that out, I just want to squish it.
And you know that's a really bad idea if you want to keep your ass alive, right?
How tall is Shavar?
How tall is Shavar?
Shavar is a whopping 5'4".
Yeah.
Because drow canonically are the shortest of elves.
And elves are slightly shorter than humans, canonically.
Mm-hmm.
In D&D.
Yes.
So, over a foot taller. You're just like flanked by 2
Giants.
towers of dragonborns.
Two beefs.
Are either of these dragonborns in our party particularly short?
No.
6'5", so
No, particularly tall.
You're all
6'6".
foot taller.
Yep. Alright, so you find yourself out among the outer bailey. There's a guild hall, chapel, lots of people roaming around. There's a decent crowd heading towards the tavern.
Did you actually need to buy an umbrella, Shavar, or?
I don't have any money, so that's kind of a moot point.
I mean, I can give you a loan.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say no thank you. Feel like I'm gonna probably come out bad on that deal. I think it might be best if we just try to find ourselves some work or something, try to get some money, and just go about doing whatever the hell it is that we're gonna be doing.
I think mostly just killing things, but
Well, I mean that's gonna be mostly you guys. That's I'll help a little bit, but I mean I'm mostly here to make sure you guys don't get your asses kicked.
Corey just starts walking towards the tavern.
Sure.
I'm more about the
Yeah,
light,
right.
not the fire. You know what I'm saying?
Does anybody else follow Corey to the tavern?
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Vale shrugs and follows after.
Sounds good. So you walk into the tavern. As you walk up, you can note from the sign that is the Stretching Goat Tavern and Ale House is currently quite busy, and the barkeep, whose name you can divine based on all the individuals calling it out in the crowd, calling for drinks, is named Bumbo. It's quite busy, but there's a little pool of calm in the middle, and there is what you'd imagine to be a holy man in priest robes of Arathis, sitting at the table with a couple acolytes, having a very dainty bowl of soup, and there is a small line of people asking for blessings in line. There's about 4 people in a row currently.
Do you two know which god that is?
I have
Or
a
priest
very
to God?
important question.
Yes.
No
Is
clue.
this canonical god lore where Arathis and Pelor are married?
Sure. Why not?
Because if I recall correctly from the Pantheon stuff, they're actually married.
Let's go with that.
That
Fuck
sounds
yeah.
Yep.
In that case, I would assume I know exactly who they are.
This is all the insignia and holy symbol of Arathis. As the people come up, he talks with them back and forth ever so slightly about their plight, the plights of the day and recently, and they generally ended by asking for a blessing, and he gives them a proper Arathian blessing, and they generally leave a silver piece. Sometimes a copper if that's all they can afford.
Yeah, I know who that is. That's Arathis. That's Pelor's wife. It's pretty cool. I didn't realize that they would be out here. That might be helpful. I mean, assuming that they actually gave a shit about Pelor as well, and not just all about Arathis and whatnot. But you know what I mean. Let's not judge people by the religion emblazoned on their armor. What?
From the bar, Mumbo calls out, "Hey, dragons, you want to come here to eat or drink?"
I think he's talking to me, guys.
Totally, you gonna answer?
No.
Yep.
I don't listen. I
You
don't want to
got
draw
this.
attention to myself. You go for it. Go for it. Fine.
You got this,
Yes to
Shavar.
both.
Yes, to both. All right. What do you want? Ale? Bark tea? Bread?
Cider?
Yeah, I got some cider.
Do we have any money, by the way? Because I
No.
didn't like.
I have 5 gold.
You got any money from your background? You got received.
Oh.
Oh shit.
This is
One
part
second,
where
what was
Arch frantically looks at how much gold acolytes get.
No. Yes.
Very little.
No.
Since I just homebrewed mine, should I just use the charlatans?
Yeah,
one?
you just pick the equipment list from another from one of the archetypes.
Oh, just pick.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I do have some decent amount of
Oh,
money.
crap. I have
How much money do you have?
15
I thought-
gold.
Yeah, I'm
Same.
pretty sure acolytes are one of the more wealthy backgrounds.
Charlatans too.
Y'all are covering my stuff. Because I've only got 5.
No, I didn't say
Right.
that out loud. You don't have
Of
to.
course. Cider and anything to eat? Bread? Pudding? Vegetable stew? Venison stew?
That sounds better.
All right. And cider. That'll be come out to a gold piece.
Alrighty.
2 electrum, 10 silver, 100 copper. you chuck Mumbo a gold piece?
Yes. Thought it was Bumbo.
Mumbo.
Bumbo.
No, it is Bumbo. My bad. Bumbo.
I forget
Grabs
my name
gold.
sometimes.
Gold piece, and Bumbo calls out a weird string of words like give me a rolling boulder stew with all the fillings and 12 wise men on an apple orchard.
I think the apple orchard is cider. What did you want? Veil? Did I say that right? Val?
Yeah. Veil. Yeah, it's pronounced like Baal,
The
the
wedding piece.
demon, or Veil. The wedding. Same sounds good.
All right, and That's a gold piece.
I hand over a gold piece.
It looks like a table's open up over there if you want to snag it. You move slowly, they might take it from you.
Quick, get it.
Someone grabbing the table?
Oh yeah.
Well, I need to put my order in first, if you don't mind.
Sorry. I couldn't see you.
Yeah, it's the two beefy people next to me. It happens a lot.
Yeah, it's because they were tall, definitely. That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else you would be insinuating.
What do you want?
I don't know what's good.
I like a good glass of wine with some hot meat pie.
All right, now that's sounding really good. How much is that gonna run?
Gold piece.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll splurge. Why not?
Thank you.
Did he just get screwed? Did the person say it was more than it was to him?
You don't think so? You actually looking around? There's a menu carved up in the
Okay.
wall, actually.
It's a nice place.
And you guys have actually just consecutively ordered only things that cost an electrum piece, which is half a gold. And you've all been ordering 2 things, so it all's been adding up to a gold.
Okay.
There's a whole menu here.
Oh shit.
Wow.
That's
Old
more
school
effort than
D&D.
That's more effort than I put into my taverns.
Oh, it was already in the book. So you all sit at the table. A few minutes later, your food gets brought out, and right alongside the food, they actually place a 4th one of roast fowl and a fruit plate and some honey mead. And that cleric fellow actually just sits right down.
With us?
Yeah, sits right down with you. So, hello, I always like to meet the newcomers in town. My name is Xanthos. Who are you all? It's also intriguing to meet new people.
Xanthos.
Yeah, Xanthos.
Hello.
Huh. I said I'm Xanthos. Who are you?
Praxagandalin.
Praxagandalin. That's a wonderful name. Where's that from?
That's a clan name. Out to the
Ooh.
east.
I like that. Drinks his honey mead. That stuff's good. Always has been good here. Then again, it hasn't changed in 5 years. Look, I'm just... call me a welcoming committee. I'm here to say hello, shake some hands, make you all feel welcome, because I want you to feel welcome.
Kiss some babies.
I don't know what you're talking about. Kissing babies? Sounds weird.
Oh, you don't bless your babies here?
Oh yeah, but I don't.
I mean, to be fair, they don't do that where I come from either. It's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, I guess if you want your children to die.
Well,
No, we bless our children. I just don't do it personally. To clarify. He seems like he's a little confused by this line of conversation.
Yeah, Corey's just got a blank face. Just.
Look, he turns to Vale and said, "And who you were?"
Vale.
Ah, I like that name. It kind of rolls off your mouth, Vale.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering, at this point, you're not exactly the average group of adventurers to come through here. You're a little exotic.
Did you not
And
want to
I
know
clear-
our other friend's name?
Yeah, I was gonna say I clear my throat and kind of nod at him.
Oh, I overheard his name earlier. Shavar, was it?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. See? I'm just ahead of the game. I forget to mention it sometimes.
Yeah, you're a follower of Arathis, yeah?
Yep. I've been with the clergy, 24 years now? This guy
How old
doesn't
does this
look...
dude look?
This dude looks maybe 30.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm more of a Paylor guy myself, but respect,
You know-
husband, wife, and all that. It's good.
We do love our Paylor. Paylor's pretty great.
Praising the sun and
You-
all that. Yeah.
Yeah, sun's pretty amazing. It keeps us safe from those who would choose to strike us down.
Gotta hold back the darkness and all that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I was just wondering, given that you're a bit of a exotic group, what your intentions might be here, because I, as a paragon of civilization, have a certain interest in supporting any individuals who are come here to combat those forces of chaos that we always strike out against. I'm just wondering if that happened to be your plan already, because if so, I might have some gifts to offer.
I mean, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah? You sure about that? You seem a little hesitant.
Define support.
Well, I usually like to give our new members who come out here a map of the area, which is worth a few gold, or a small token, and I like
pull
to.
out the map that I've half done. Just walking around town.
Hey, that's pretty good, but the one I'm offering goes a little farther out, and you might be interested to see it.
I may.
Maybe, I mean, not to brag, but I may ink my maps myself.
Same.
That's pretty cool. You do a lot of frontline work as well, then?
Oh yeah, I was about to get the second part, but I'd like to accompany those bands who are going off to fight the agents of chaos. In case you might
coming with us.
tagging along, and if you're not comfortable with that.
Well, what do you bring to the table?
I am a divine spellcaster. I can heal you. I can smite your enemies. Protect you. You have heard of the sanctuary spell? It's really convenient.
I mean, the other two are a little bit squishy.
He looks at you. Yeah, the other two are definitely. So what do you say? I'm bearing my heart here. I'm trying to make an offer. Come on. What do you say?
Well, if you don't mind my asking, what's the catch?
The catch? What catch?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed. Suspicious folk. Or maybe you haven't been here long. You don't know me. It's who I am. I try to help.
What's the guy's name behind the bar?
Bumbo.
I kind of lean over. Hey, Bumbo.
Yeah.
This guy This guy check out. Is he cool? Like thumbing over at Cleric.
Xantho's been here for 15 years. He's blessed more people than I can count.
All right. Leans back hard. All right. I always find that the bartenders are the good ones to get the opinions of others from.
He leans in. Xanthos leans in and says, Bumbo's only been here 2 years. He might not be the best person to ask.
Listen, 2 years for humans is a good amount of time as far as I understand it.
Yeah. Well.
What's your success rate? I mean, obviously you're still alive. What about the people you adventure with?
Most of them come back. The force of chaos is powerful and subversive. So not everyone, but most. There's you may have heard of them. The Caves of Chaos. They're a good couple hours jaunt out. They're dangerous. I haven't really been able to crack that egg yet.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, how bad do you think it is?
Well, give it like a 6.
That's not that bad.
I was like, there's no dragons, but at least stuff we found so far.
Yeah, I would not.
But there's no dragons, but there's rumors of some other ugly things.
Such as?
Well, there's supposedly there's an ogre.
Hmm.
It's kind of rude. I haven't seen that one myself yet, though.
And so you want to go help us fight these things?
I want to go with you. On whatever realms of chaos you want to spar against. I mean, there's bandits and stuff too. They also are agents of chaos that we wouldn't want sticking around. But I have to admit, my eyes on that jewel of the Caves of Chaos. It's been a sore spot on our horizon for longer than I can remember.
Can I get a beat on this guy, whether or not he seems on the up and up here?
Insight.
Yeah, how much like television preacher vibe am I getting from this?
14.
Wait, I want to do 2.
He's real charismatic. And that's part of it, but he doesn't so far doesn't seem like you can roll pie if you want.
Roll 20 is just very slow.
Oh, that's fine. Sitting here vamping, waiting for your number to come up like hey, 19's pretty good. Come
on, baby.
Yeah. He seems a little charismatic. Maybe he is maybe a little pushy. He's used. You definitely get the vibe that he's used to people liking him. And you're a little untrusting, and he's maybe not too keen on that, but he doesn't seem dangerous, and he's got all the stuff to match. You know, you believe him when he says he can heal you.
You know, I think this is gonna be a fun trip. Why don't you come along?
All right. That's how I like to hear. And he reaches his hand out to Shavar. Says, "How about you put it there?"
Very slowly.
So as soon as your hand's like this far out, he reaches forward and just grabs it and gives it a good shake.
Oh, all right there.
Good 3 shakes.
Personal space there, buddy. You meet halfway. You don't.
He lets you go. I'm sorry. I'm just enthusiastic.
I can tell you're really right. Okay.
So when you want to go? I gotta get my plate armor on first.
I mean,
We don't have anything else to do, I think.
Well, let me give you that map.
What?
And he reaches.
What's up,
He
Max?
reached.
oh, I was saying that you needed your parasol.
I mean, I was kind of mostly joking about that, but like, I mean,
So I'm gonna show you guys fancy map.
Ooh.
It has things that are marked that are accurate.
Okay.
1 hex is about what was it? 100 yards. 100 yards. So it's actually pretty close in.
Cave is all the way up there. Cave of the
Yep.
Unknown is over there.
I mean,
Yeah, it's another cave.
The Pit
Also
of
the-
Demise.
that one looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
Mad
Ow.
Hermit's Tree.
Ooh, a witch.
Is that where
Swing by
the
there.
sorcerer comes from? Mad Hermit's Tree?
Yeah. If you ask Xanthos, it's like that's that mad sorcerer we had a couple times. Although if you ask me, I think he's a druid, but that's just me.
Huh.
I mean, that's
We
kind
should
of a
swing
big
that
difference.
way later, guys.
Yeah. Well, when you don't do any kind of magic, all the magic, some of the common folk, they kind of see magic and think magic. It all blends together for them.
I mean, they'd probably think Vale and I were the same person.
Shrugs. Aren't you blue, by the way?
I'm bronze, which I feel like is close enough to copper.
Oh,
Yeah.
bronze and copper. So
We
yeah,
got
they
bronze.
actually do.
Both
got
do
bronze and
magic,
copper.
like,
Yeah.
the same thing.
Until one of you turns into a bear.
I can't help it. Sometimes I just get that urge and then I turn into a bear. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't help
Some
it.
days, you
Right.
just gotta hibernate.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically me every winter. Let's be honest.
Right. So, if you wanted to spend some time collect information on the caves, I don't know everything. I've only been there a couple times, honestly. You might be able to get some rumors, maybe some information. You could also supply up. Maybe get some support from the guards, or if you really want to, you could hire a couple other people to work for you. Pad your numbers.
I mean, I don't think we have that much income to spare right now.
No.
I was actually thinking it might be better if we start small, work our way up. Trying to take on
Yeah.
the big bad sort of thing right away is pretty ballsy.
That's fair. The big bad, you say?
Yeah, you know,
Isn't
like
there always one?
the main target sort of thing. Like you kind of want to do.
So in this case, that'd be the Caves of Chaos.
Right. I'm saying maybe we should start smaller, like those bandits you were talking about. Like that's pretty easy stuff, I feel like, in
Okay.
comparison.
So our thought right now, as far as we can tell, is that the bandits seem to be coming from Raven Rock, down in the southwest.
Okay, that's pretty close.
Yeah. Of course,
Oh,
crossing
wow.
the river is a little tricky
That's
because
fair.
the ford is all the way over here, and the
I mean-
fell fens are really real dangerous.
Hmm.
Could we
But
get,
that
like,
being said, a boat
I was gonna say, yeah, could we get like a boat or something? Just
you can certainly try, and not super cheap. Like I said, getting some support or grabbing a loan, they're all options.
I mean, what? We can get another 15 gold.
Define cheap.
Fine, not cheap.
If I'm not mistaken, and this is just your DM talking, a rowboat in the PHP is 50 gold.
it's actually
And you can get most things in the PHP, up to your DM's discretion, at this place. You can also get mounts.
I don't need a mount.
No, you really don't. Yeah, a rowboat is 50 gold. Indeed. Alright, I'm gonna be hanging on here because I like to make a public presence, you know, keep spirits up. But you could, if you want to wander around, that's fine.
yeah, we'll come get you.
Cool.
Just make sure you're ready.
I will be. I'll have to fetch my plate armor.
Hmm.
Right. Hmm.
Because I'm a smarty, I didn't set up the map as a handout, so I actually swap you between them. So if you want to see the keep, just let me know.
Okay. I don't think we need it just yet.
Cool.
Prax, can you are you able to turn into something that could get us across the water? Is that something you could do?
I don't think so. I've got nothing with a particular efficiency in water.
Yeah. You can't do swimming speed until once level 4.
Yeah. I could swim myself across probably, but you know, bears eat in the rivers.
Yeah.
Should we try to find something a little bit closer? Not across the river?
I'm interested in this mad, what do you call him? Hermit. Mad Hatter is not the right word.
I mean, if you want to go take that down first, that's probably another good option to make some money.
Yeah.
Then we could get the boat, go take care of the bandits.
Sounds good.
Kind of makes you think, though, if there are bandits and they're bothering the keep here, they have to have their own way that they're getting across the water, right?
I mean, we could watch and steal one of their boats when they come. I think that'd be fun.
Play an ambush for the bandits, that's pretty ironic, I think.
Does anyone know how to use a boat?
If you do not have proficiency in pilot water vehicles, you can use just straight intelligence or wisdom to row a boat.
So that'd be you.
Yeah, I'm not really, yeah, no. Underground rivers were not nearly as bad. Shit you guys have up here, I don't know how the hell you can deal with it.
So is the plan to find a good place to lay in ambush?
Think so.
All right.
What time of the day is it?
Oh, that's a question to me.
Yep.
I don't know why that didn't register. You came in the morning. You probably spent a couple hours here, there with processing and stuff. So, like 1 afternoon. Also, keep in mind the scale's pretty small. So, like, if you wanted to trek up to the Mad Hermit's tree, that's only a mile away.
No.
Yeah.
No wonder they have so many issues.
Yeah.
I can run that in like
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. The way the math turns out, about 17 and a half hexes is a mile.
So if that's the case, why don't we just why don't we do the hermit thing first?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and you
That's a
seem
nice day trip.
real interested in it, and I mean, who knows? Magic guy's probably got some cool shit on him.
I mean,
True.
if he's a druid, it's a lot more interesting than a random sorcerer.
Yeah, it's probably pretty cool. Pretty cool guy.
How does
Little-
the sorcerer feel about
I
that?
was about to say, a little puff of green comes out of his nose. Just a little.
No.
Corey smiles, and it's just a hint of like static electricity in her teeth.
I like that. That's fun. All right. So, do you want to bring along your loud plate-wearing friend?
I mean, he's gonna take forever to put that on, right?
It's about a 10-minute doff time.
I mean, we could beat it.
5
Dawn-
with help.
Yeah, dawn time. He did have 2 acolytes hanging out there. He hasn't gone to put it on yet, though.
I mean, do we need him yet?
I don't know. I mean, are we trying to approach this super sneaky or?
I can do sneaky.
I mean, I really can't. Like, I'm not that great at it.
I'm okay. I'm not terrible. No, wait, maybe I am terrible.
You can turn to something that's a little better.
But that wastes the beast shape. I'm okay.
Well, to be fair, the beast shape lasts an hour.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
You
But
could beast shape now, get all the way there, and have time to spare.
Yeah.
I don't know that I wanna.
I mean, depending on what we're doing, might be best if it's a little darker. Maybe if the sun goes down.
I mean, you've got 2 of us here who cannot see in the dark.
And then you got me, who it's a lot better if I can see in the dark.
I mean, do we need like a mid-zone twilight? Are you better
could-
then? Or?
You could ask around at how thick the Whispering Woods are to find out if they will provide dim light.
Hey! Does anyone look up?
There's a few
I go-
people.
Hey,
What?
how?
I go
Bumbo's
over
like-
the
Those
ant, though.
Whispering Woods.
The Whispering Woods are pretty thick. They go way around from north. Miles thick.
Pretty dense, not a lot of logging in it yet.
Yeah, we don't really do logging here. It's not safe.
Okay, I like it. Good choice.
I mean, it's mostly the bandits, not the trees, but sure.
Vale sits down from where he was gonna go over and ask Xanthus about it. They just yelled.
Yeah,
Sits
fair
down.
enough. Alright. So did you want us to waste some time, or you could also just ask around for information, find out what people know? Get a loan?
Shavar's gonna want to ask around a bit. Ask some
What you got?
people about, what they know about the hermit.
Alright. Could you make me just, basically any of the charisma skills?
Sure.
Or
let's-
investigation.
Let's go persuasion. I'm trying to be very charming about it. 15.
Alright. Give me a higher low.
Always high.
Yeah, serves you well this time. So you find a chatty tavern goer who tells you about recent interactions. He mentions a lot of things you've heard of the pet mountain lion. And he says he's pretty crazy. And seems like every time he shows up, he's a little crazier. But he also mentions that about a year and a half back, he actually managed to use invisibility to steal his way into the keep and cleaned out one of the bank safety deposit boxes. So the thought is that A, he's pretty stealthy, and B, he might actually have a decent amount of money.
Find out what was in the box.
They don't know.
It was a
what's
head.
in the box.
I suddenly hear a voice whispering in my ear. What was in the box?
I think that's the metagaming pigeon. Oh, we don't really know what was in the box. It was one of the ones that belonged to the banker, though.
Oh, so that's probably some good shit. All right.
Yeah, that being said, the banker might have something to say about that hermit if you wanted to deal with him. The banker's name's Talbot.
How the hell you spell that?
Talbot. Talbot.
I did it. I spelled it right.
All right, I think I'll go do that.
So you gonna go see the banker?
Yeah.
Vale follow.
Is Corey not going?
She'll follow too.
Cool. Gonna shift us to the keep for this. Just to point out, here's the bank.
Bank.
Before you ask, yes, I do have a good credit score. No, I don't want a loan.
Why'd they put the bank on the outer wall?
That seems like the worst idea.
You can ask Gary Gygax. That's who you can ask.
Gygax, why?
I have
Just
a feeling
tweet.
it's gonna be really
just,
hard.
Just gonna at the ghost of Gary Gygax. All right, so you come into the bank, and it's actually the front facade where business is done is actually out in the open air. And at first, that confused you a little bit, and then you realize why. As it's right against the wall, they have 4 guards of crossbows positioned up top on the wall, looking right down at where business is done. So you definitely get the feeling that you're being watched. But that being said, the banker, Talbot, a little aged, but looks like he definitely had some combat in his life, is cheerful. Hello! Out-of-towners, I presume? You want a loan?
Maybe
gold?
later.
Up to 5 gold at no collateral. More if you have collateral.
Interest.
What was that?
Interest?
10% interest per month. If you pay it back within that first month, you hit the minimum of 5%.
Yeah, we're not here for loans. We're looking for information.
Yeah, you're saying that, but she looks like she might be interested. So.
I assume Prax is doing the same thing, counting in the air.
Doing some math. I'm very wise, but I am not smart.
Right, well, they're counting their fingers. I understand that you had some bad run-in with the hermit. Something about it stealing your shit.
Oh, yeah, way back. Yeah. That is correct. Way back. It's been years now. We had this mad, deranged fellow. You see, since gotten the mountain lion pet. Come in, stolen here, used some sort of magic to unlock one of our safety deposit boxes and just cleaned it right out. Security's gone up since then. Don't get any ideas. But you win some, you lose some. We've thrived.
What was in the box?
Oh, that's private.
What if we were to be heading to find the hermit? Wouldn't you want those items returned to you safely? We can't return them if we don't know what they are.
Now, that is a more interesting proposition.
I mean, unless it's like really private, in which case maybe I don't want to know.
It's moderately private,
True.
not intensely private.
It's nothing like if it's anything regarding the bedroom, like I don't want to know about it. Just
He does exactly
Vale
that.
laughs.
No, nothing like that. What was your name? I'm Talbot. Puts out his hand.
Shavar.
Shavar. Okay. Do you shake his hand? It's
Yes.
been a lot of handshaking today.
Yeah. This guy didn't come on as strongly, so that's fine.
Yeah. I like to know who I'm working with if I'm getting a business deal. He said your name. Was it well, but it was Praxagandalin. Praxagandalin. Sorry, I didn't quite fully catch it. And you?
Vale.
Vale. All right. I like to know names of people I get in business with. So if what you're propositioning is what I think you are, you're saying that you would return certain items that were taken from me by this said individual, and you would want some sort of reward, presumably?
Presumably.
I think that's kind of a chord we can reach. I would like to add a stipulation on that, though. This fellow has been, dealt me grievous harm throughout the years, and and really there's some bad blood there. And if you were to bring this person to justice, I would greatly appreciate it if, in some sort of method, this individual could be prevented from doing further wrong in the future, whether that be them, bringing them in for arrest, or if they resist, dispatching them. Would be appreciated.
Say the word kill.
I did not say the word kill. It's not a requirement.
Dispatching. That's what you meant by dispatching, right?
I mean, this guy is obviously an agent for chaos, so obviously the second option is the most likely.
Well, he definitely doesn't seem the most lucid in recent times.
Well, that's fair, but then again, so are half the people in that tavern already, and it's not even nighttime yet.
You said recent times. Has he been around a while and wasn't?
Every month or two, he comes by and usually he yells, but sometimes he gets into the shenaniganry.
What? Oh, into shenanigans.
Shenaniganry, yeah. Like the time he used some magic to break into my vault.
What does he yell?
That's more crime than shenanigans, but.
He usually yells about stuff about how the civilization's ruining the perfect unity and blossom that is nature, and that we're a blemish upon this land, and we should just leave and let it overgrow into its natural beauty, and yada yada.
Looks at Prax.
She's got a poker face on.
Overall, it's not doing much. To be honest, we're a border outpost here trying to fight against things that if we didn't fight against, they would just march on closer into the realm and hurt more people. So, to be honest, I'm not sure we make much of a blemish while we're here. We're kind of a small footprint.
Hopefully it stays that way.
Maybe. This individual stole an amulet out of my safe deposit box that has a glowing green seed embedded in it. That's the most important item. There's also some money, but that's not important. Anything else you find you can keep. But if that amulet is returned to me, I will reward you with 500 gold. 50 platinum if you prefer it in larger denominations.
What's the amulet do?
It's a family heirloom.
Not an answer to the question.
Yeah.
Look, I want it for sentimental reason. Is that an answer to the question? I'm a little confused by your objection.
You described it as a glowing green seed.
Yeah, it's magic.
What?
It's pretty.
It's pretty.
Okay. Is that the magic? The magic makes it pretty?
I don't think so. Look, I belonged. At the time it was stolen, it belonged to my grandmother. She's since passed. If it did anything special, she never told me. Roll insight.
I was gonna say, is he telling you?
Hey, that's pretty good for no pluses.
That's pretty bad for a -1.
And the character who has wisdom.
Ah,
Oh, it did twice. Oh man, which one was
Okay.
that?
oh, dang.
So the first one, he's definitely seeming kind of a little fishy, as I'm sure you as a player picked up on. But he's deflecting.
Okay. Well, if we find the amulet, we will return it to you for that nice hefty fee.
I appreciate it. So we have an accord. We have an accord.
Oh, totally.
So many handshakes.
It's a handshake kind of place. All right. Now, while you're here, did you want a loan? A loan of up to 10 gold, no collateral now.
Corey's walked away.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to up the deal. Does everyone else walk away in unison?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of figured.
Okay. As soon as we're like out of earshot, Corey's gonna kind of like not like obviously whisper like, "Hey guys, secret talk,"
Yeah.
but like so.
Super secret talk, obviously.
I don't think we should bring that priest for this one because I don't know that our best bet is killing this hermit.
Agreed. I do not trust the banker.
I mean, I am intensely interested in this glowing green amulet thing. And I think it's probably worth more than 500 gold anyway.
Almost certainly.
What are your thoughts, Shivar?
I mean, I don't particularly care one way or another as long as we're making money. Spreading the good word.
Sunlight, woo.
Making a name for ourselves. Making a name for Paylor. It's kind of the deal I already made.
I may have been praising the sun.
I have my own deal I need to be worrying about and honoring, so.
Alright, at this point it's probably about 2:33.
Should we just head up a little more quiet-like and just approach cautiously?
Agree.
I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, if we really need healing, I mean, that's kind of my thing, so.
Yeah.
I can do a little bit of helping as well.
I can heal us by killing stuff faster.
Yeah.
I can heal us by making finger guns.
The unsung hero for healers, killing things before they can hurt you.
It's true.
It's how clerics do it most of the time.
I'm also really good at making fun of stuff. Also, fun fact, this voice is starting to hurt. I'm debating changing it while we're still in episode 1.
That's allowed. What's my goal? Until you gain a level, you have a free character respec. It includes voices, funny voices, people.
Wait, you mean that voice is funny?
Uh-oh. Are you calling us funny?
I'm just enjoying the game. All right, so you want to head out now, or did you want to do something else? Did you want to try to secure a room at the inn for the night?
I believe in sleeping under nature's ceilings.
All right.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck either way.
I was going to say, I think the entire thing with Vale is he shrugs and goes along with it at this point.
All right.
What if we all have southern accents?
That would
So
be
far-
funny.
So far, I keep slipping into it with all the NPCs. So
It's dangerous.
Yeah. I've been changing dialects between the three things we got going here.
I mean, I can talk like I'm from the south real easy, and that doesn't strain my throat none.
All right. So, are you gonna head out north into the Whispering Wood towards the Mad Hermit's tree?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
let's get to it.
I'd like each of you to roll me a d20.
Okay.
Oh lord, you have me a roll d20 already?
I'm just gonna roll a strength check because that's a +0. 19.
Oh shit, I got
Holy
a 20.
crap! I got
So-
17.
Okay. So, Kore and Shavar.
Shavar.
I'm gonna
Shavar.
call you Siobhan.
I keep wanting to call you Shahar. Shavar and Corey, could you roll me d6s?
I got a 3.
2.
Okay.
On
So,
a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we?
12.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So, you head north, and you get right about here, as I put a little bloop on the map.
Loop.
About halfway. All right.
Yep, about halfway.
It's been 7 minutes of travel.
Roundabouts. All right. Ooh. All right. Different thing.
Cool.
My brain.
Okay.
All right. So, as you're walking around, anyone who has a passive perception of 12 or higher, so the druid.
I think that's me.
I'm pretty
Is
sure
that
it's
accurate?
only you.
Wonderful
I
10.
hope it's me.
It is just you.
All right. So, the druid, pretty sure. You notice that there's a lot of bee activity. And there's a lot of buzzing.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't know that I'd be that worried about bees.
That's fair.
Like, okay, we're near a beehive. Okay, guys, we're near a beehive. I think don't piss anything off.
What's a bee? I don't understand.
Do you? Oh, I guess you wouldn't have flowers in the
I mean,
Underdark.
You can point to one. They're all in front of him.
We got mushrooms. I'm actually
But
real
those
good.
don't
I'm real good at when it comes to herbalism stuff.
That'll be handy. Now they're those buzzy things that
Hmm.
pollinate, but they've got stingers.
Right.
which-
What about this? At this point, out from you heard there's a rustling in the bushes ahead of you. Something rustle, something moving, and you hear a lot of buzzing from up ahead.
This isn't normal. Can we are we on a path or just in the middle of the woods?
Yeah, there's like a couple like game trails that you've crisscrossing across, but nothing significant. Nothing consistent.
I
Um,
suggest we step to the side and be quiet.
Agree?
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Also, Prax, come here. Come here for a second.
I would walk over.
Shavar's gonna take his little spooter friend Kala and just put it on Prax's shoulder.
Oh look, a spooter.
Spooty.
That's so I can do my healing shit if you start getting your ass kicked.
Thanks. I mean, our.
The rustling's getting closer.
Okay, I'm hiding.
Hi.
All right, everybody,
Hide.
make me a stealth check. Everybody, do the
Yeah.
stealth check.
Darn it, and my stealth is
Okay,
decent.
stealth. Yeah.
I got an 11.
All right.
18.
This is the part where Nat looks up their passive perception.
Y'all two are screwed.
Probably. I have a +4, darn it.
That's too bad.
You rolled bad. I made
So
+1.
out of the bushes comes a crouched, aged human man with a big staff he's going to walk. And on the end of the staff is a beehive and just buzzing back and forth. His skin is pocked with old bee stings, but they seem to be friends, at least now. He's a little kind of mumbling to himself. And as he walks into the clearing, he stops, looks around. Who's there? And he looks right where Shavar is hidden. You don't smell like a you don't smell like a goblin.
Does he look like an old hermit man?
He looks old and heavy.
Yes.
In fact, I have art.
Oh my god.
Huh.
It's pretty mad.
Yeah.
Praxajandalin's gonna step out first, and then try and speak to him in Druidic.
So when you step out, he jumps to the start because he didn't know you were there. Just "Rah, rah, rah," and all the bees get angry. And he goes, quiet down, quiet down, quiet down. It's okay. I just startled you. It's okay. And they'll and then he says, looks over. And he says back in Druidic, hey, what's going on?
Are you the hermit who lives up the way?
They call me the Bee Man.
The bee man.
The Bee Man.
Are you different from the hermit, or
Which hermit? I'm a hermit.
did you rob a bank?
No. That's the
You're not
Mad
a-
Hermit.
The okay. So you're the bee man.
I'm the Bee Man. Oh, and he snaps his fingers, and out of the bushes trundles out a giant boar.
Oh,
Oh wow, you're gorgeous.
And this is Vladdy.
Hi, Vladdy.
I'm Rishi. They call me the Bee Man, but that's not actually my name. I'm Rishi.
Rishi? Okay.
Yeah.
I do have you found my one companion. Shavar, come on out. I've got one more.
Oh yeah, he's right there, right?
Yeah, are you yeah.
was
He's
it
like
my
6'8". He's like 6.5 feet tall. It's kind of hard for him to hide. The bushes
It
are
is.
this tall, and he's this tall.
Little horns are just sticking out.
Stand up, kind of shuffle over.
was it
Howdy.
my pink hair that gave me away?
Yeah.
Standing up, coming over.
Yeah, actually, they don't get those kind of bushes. As you look over him, his staff is very old and gnarled. His robes are dirty and misshapen. He's got almost like a rag over his back, which you're pretty sure he sleeps in as a bedroll. This human does not seem to really have been able to take good care of himself. As he's talking, he reaches his hand into his staff and it's like, "Oh no, come on, Susan!" And he reaches in and he cracks off and says, "Hey, you want some honeycomb?" There's three tiny little pieces of honeycomb.
Prax will take a little bit and stick it on her tongue and says, I can trade you, and she's gonna pull out. Do you want a good berry?
Good berry's nice. He rolls out to Shavar his piece of honeycomb.
Shavar looks at Prax with a raised eyebrow.
It's honey. It's delicious. Very sweet. The honeycomb's made of wax, beeswax.
If you say so. All right. Takes a piece and tries it.
So as a drow, I mean, you had some time on the surface world, but there's a good decent chance this is the sweetest thing you've ever tasted.
Yeah, I imagine sweet's probably not a very common thing.
No. And Shavar might react positively or negatively to that. It might just be too much.
It's probably a pretty good thing in his mind compared to the bitter shit from living
The bitter mushrooms of the Underdark.
Yeah.
And he holds out the last piece to Vale.
He takes it and pops it in his mouth.
Wipes the honey remnants on his cloak.
It's also good for your allergies.
Good berries are nice, but yeah, this robe's so dirty, and I could use a bedroll. Do you have any of those?
I think I do, yeah.
I start prestidigitating.
You start
Take a
prestidigitating
while.
his robe. So as you cast the spell, he jumps a little bit, but then his robe the dirt starts lifting off his robe, and he's like, well, "That's just amazing, isn't it?" I wish I could do that.
It'll take a minute, but
Yeah, because
I'll
one
get
foot
you
at a
cleaned
time.
up. Yeah.
Can you mend
Oh,
my tears?
Actually, I could do that. Hang on. I got you.
Could you... Alright, so you go start mending him.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a bedroll? I just have this old cloak of a bandit.
Yeah, Corey's gonna hand him her bedroll.
Wait.
You are the nicest people I have ever met. I have something special for you. What was that you were saying?
Vale was gonna give him a blanket because I have a blanket.
Oh, that's very kind. Also, thank you. And he's going to, All right. So I have he pulls out, goes back with his cloak. He's got this rope around his waist. And he pulls out one of his pouches and he kinks out 5 little vials. Okay, this is royal honey. My bees make it special, and it'll actually it's just a little magical. And it'll actually heal you a little bit.
That seems pretty useful.
Yeah. They heal. They're like a half a healing potion each. They heal 1d4 plus 1 hit points. And you've been so nice. Just please take them.
Thank you. Is it sweet like the rest of that honey you was
Thank
giving?
you.
It's sweeter.
Oh,
But wait till you need it.
you guys.
Prax will take 2.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
might want to take those in. I'm kind of getting a little bit of an urge. That's kind of.
So
They don't have that
gives
where I come from.
2 to Prax and he gives 3 to Vale.
You're really not taking them?
Yeah, nah. I don't think I'd be able to hold back till the end of the night.
And we can give it to him if he needs it.
I mean, listen, if
Yeah,
we're being
sure.
honest here, I'm probably the last one that's gonna end up needing it compared to y'all.
You know, every
his-
time you say that, I want to punch you and make you need it.
Well, that's not very
Ah.
nice.
And that'd be funny.
That's not very nice either. Whose side you on?
I'm on everyone's side. I just like my bees, man.
They are very charming.
You've been so nice. But my boy here, VG, he's got a. That's not his name, is it?
No, you said your name was Rishi.
No, that's Rishi. This is V.
Rishi. V? Okay.
Yeah.
V the boar.
Yeah. Her horn. She's going to be bend down. And you can see her right tusk is broken off, and it's infected.
Prax
Is it-
will just put a clawed hand down and cast Cure Wounds.
See, that one doesn't work. It's diseased.
Now, if we can meet you tomorrow, I can help you then. But I don't have anything today.
That'd be so kind. Where you want to meet?
Well, are
I
you
mean-
allowed in the keep that's to the south of here? I mean,
They don't like bees.
Hmm.
can you hang out outside the keep?
I can hang out at the edge of the forest. They get too close, they start threatening me with catapults.
Oh.
Kind of overkill, but all right.
Can't
A little
tell
bit.
the
Oh,
lemons apart.
Like, to them, we're all agents of chaos sometimes. Oh, not a little bit. Some of the guards are a little particular about being all lawful, and we're just a little too neutral for them. Personally, I don't think we're the issue, but
No.
I mean, there's a big difference between being neutral and being chaotic.
that's what I would tell them if they wanted to sit down and chat with me. But then they'd make me leave my bees outside, and I can't do that.
I could probably understand why. I mean, if y'all are all right with us taking maybe like a half-hour break, I could probably take care of that infection. I just
What
need
can you
to.
do?
I can do a lesser restoration. Just get rid of that real quick.
Could you? That'd be very nice.
I'm just gonna have to take a break after, cause my magic doesn't work quite the same as the rest of y'all's.
Yeah, takes a while. That's actually super useful.
What time is it right now?
It's like 3:00.
3:37. You said it was like 3:30 when we left, so it's 3:37.
No, it was
Oh, that's
2:30. It was 2:30, almost 3. I
Oh, yeah,
thought.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
figured between walking here and then meeting and talking to this guy, it's in about half an hour, so about 3:30.
Okay.
Yeah, so we
So
can take
we can kill this time. Yeah.
a half-hour
Go
break.
right ahead.
All right. And so you cast Lesser Resto.
Yep, I cast Lesser Restoration.
All right. And as you touch V, the tusk turns away from the horrible pained color, and after the casting, V puts their head down and starts nuzzling you.
Oh, that's very very kind.
She
so-
might
And
Sam.
after nudging against your foe, they roll down onto their back and show their belly, and there's a big boar belly.
Oh, Prax is right there, just scritching. Man, pigs are the best.
All right, you gonna take a short rest out in the woods?
Yep.
Do you want
Turn
to-
into a giant boar?
I think so.
Rishi, did you want to kick it back here with us for a little bit? Tell us a little
That'd
bit about what you know.
That'd be nice. I'd love to. And he waves his staff a little bit, which agitates the bees ever so slightly, and the few twigs gather up and lights on fire. It's made a little campfire.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
cool.
What do you know about this?
Challenge rating 2.
What's that?
Boar's challenge rating 2.
Level 6. Dang it.
Dang it.
Well, that's a giant boar, right?
Yeah.
You can turn to a normal boar.
A normal boar.
So you sit down and you get a short rest. The short rest will finish, but I think that's where we're going to take a little break. 'Cause we're about
Sure.
halfway through our time.
So that being the case, since we are taking our short rest, that means it is giveaway time. So, as I said in the beginning of the stream, the way the giveaway is going to work is I'm going to turn it on, and then we're going to go on our break. It's going to be a 5-minute timer to enter. During that time, you will enter !raffle into the chat, which will enter you into the giveaway.
I'm going to enter.
You are all absolutely welcome to enter.
I'll fight you for it.
So I have the giveaway all set up for a t-shirt.
I have to actually open Twitch chat, though.
If this stupid thing would allow me to frickin' do the giveaway. There we go. Alright, I am going to start the giveaway, and then we are going to go on our break. Start the giveaway. And start.
Woo!
That was the same noise.
We are one.
I got a ticket.
Wait, can you enter multiple times?
I do not believe so. In either case, we will be right back while that is going on.
Ticketed. Never been happy to be ticketed in my life.
Alright, welcome back, y'all. We're back in the game. We're about to do the giveaway for the t-shirt. We only got 5 people enter, so there's a pretty good fucking chance one of y'all's gonna win.
Yeah, man.
We're now country stream.
We have lost all of our southern viewers.
Welcome to the stream.
Hey, to be fair, born in Texas, I slip into a southern accent when I'm selling things. If I work when I worked retail, don't know why. I always kind of do a little bit of a draw at the end of all my stuff.
Last year, a little too late there, buddy. There's a 5-minute window.
Oh no, I feel bad.
Sorry. About to pick the winner in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Carrie!
So Sarurun Kamui is the winner.
Apparently that's Carrie.
Carrie, you won.
Congrats, Carrie. There is the link in chat there if you follow that. What does that actually look like? Oh, I see. So you have to log in with your Twitch in order to actually redeem it. Ah, that's cool. That's good to know for the future.
Yeah.
Learning things.
Prize has been assigned. Complete.
Now it's just gotta wait for shipping.
Yes.
I have not quite matching shirts now.
We are the giveaway t-shirt winners.
Yeah, now you're gonna have an Arch D&D t-shirt, and Pie's got the TLD shirt. It's perfect. All right. Well, in that case, then let's get back into the heat of things.
Let's do it. All right. So you were just taking a short rest with the bee man, Rishi, and his boyfriend. So you complete a short rest. You get your spell slot back, and we want to do any short rest things you can if you really want to.
I want to talk to what's his name.
Yeah, I want to talk to him too.
All right.
Find out what he knows about the wild mage.
He's got a log he's sitting on, and he's just enjoying the fight. He kicks his beehive staff and kind of digs into the dirt so it stands up on its own. Another action that the bees aren't super happy about. It's a couple stings.
As long as they ain't stinging me. So, Rishi, what do you know about this wild hermit, crazy hermit person?
Oh, Mad Hermit?
Yeah, that guy.
You know, we brushed into each other every once in a while, it's because we live nearby, but, we don't really have a rapport, so to speak. He's not always, how do I put it?
Mad?
Well, he's not always mad. That's one way to put it. I was gonna say he's not always, but in the moments he is, he's very wise. But then he gets angry and calls his little lion friend, and it hurts. My bees don't like it.
Is he a druid like you?
I think so. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not much of a druid myself. I do a little bit, but I'm not. I mean, your friend. What was your name?
You can call me Corey.
Corey is more of a druid than I am. I couldn't heal my my boyfriend or clean my clothes or mend them or anything like that. So I'm not really much of a caster type. But I tend to my bees, and I take care of V here, and I live with the land.
That's really all you need.
And a druidic. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
The hermit, when he is lucid, he's got a lot of knowledge. You can tell he's been in his parts for longer than he should be. Knows all sorts of things.
Have you seen him vaguely recently with a glowing green amulet?
One second here.
He apparently stole it from a banker in town.
It
Seems
has a seed in the middle.
that's the
You know,
interesting bit.
he's got a tree that he keeps his valuables in. It's a hollowed out oak tree, I want to say. Yeah, it's a hollowed out oak tree. It's actually really big. It's that's how you can tell it's the right one because he's got like a table in there and a little place to sleep. Um, and I don't think he carries really anything valuable on him. But if he had something that was his, probably would keep it.
I'm starting to get this feeling of deja vu, like I was dealing with this exact kind of person when I was playing Dragon Age the other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does he have a penchant for asking questions?
In fact, he kind of does. It's maybe Arch is your DM speaking. Dragon Age takes some inspiration from D&D. It's in the book. It's in the book.
That means we're gonna kill this guy because he's fucking obnoxious.
All right, so he's just he asks all these questions, and acts all funny, and he's like I said, he's fine until he calls out his lion friend and goes crazy, or he does cast spells sometimes. They hurt. He spike growthed me once. That was prickly.
That seems kind of rude.
It was rude. I actually had to just sit in
Very.
place with some spikes in my ankles until it went away.
Kind of fucked up.
Oh, only last a minute.
That's still fucked up.
A little bit. Anything else I can know about? I wouldn't call myself a mad hermit expert.
Yeah, you knew more than us, so.
It's fair.
Ever been down to Ravens Rock?
I have not recently. There's a bunch of bandits set up there. They got they call it Ravens Rock because a bunch of ravens everywhere. But funny enough, one of the bandits there took one of the raven names. Took a raven as a name. What was her name? Dee Raven. She's one of the leader.
Just a common type of raven.
Yeah, nothing crazy. They're all through the Ravenwood too.
She much
Beautiful.
of a dancing type?
Too bad I can't fucking fly yet.
I really wouldn't know.
I mean, with a name like DDR, you'd think she'd probably be big into dancing, I'd imagine.
Maybe because you're from very far away, you just fascinate me with your ideas. I love talking to people who are different than me.
Oh, I have plenty of stories I could tell you.
Yeah.
If you're cool with that sort of thing.
So what are you doing in this forest?
Making money. Causing trouble.
Spreading a
We're
good
look-
word of the sun.
The sun?
Yeah, praise the sun.
Pelor. Pelor.
I think either pronunciation's fine. Not that last one though.
Pelor.
Pelor.
It's not Pelor. Never heard that one
Pelor.
before. That's a new
Pelor.
one. That's a
His
new one.
accent is Pelor.
That's the fancy way of saying thing.
Yeah.
Palo.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time into the Whispering Wood. I could probably tell you plenty about anything through here.
Any other interesting critters in there? Anything big?
We got a lot of giant boars and big bears, and if you're really unlucky, you would run into an ogre.
Ogre. I've heard there's giants.
Oh yeah, if you get down close to the Cave of the Unknown, there's giants, hill giants, mostly in there. I wouldn't suggest it. They're vicious creatures.
Yeah.
They tried to eat me once, and my bees.
That would be extremely painful on the mouth.
That's why they stopped.
Thank goodness.
My bees do take care of me a little bit.
Maybe I can find myself a boar piglet.
I think they sting me more than anyone else, though. That's how it should be.
Can you point us in the quickest direction to this tree of his?
Oh, just due north.
Due north.
You guys are like all year long the path up there.
We're like 3 minutes away.
Yeah. A 7. Maybe like 10 because the forest difficult terrain.
And I'm not a ranger. Darn.
Not this time. Anyway, I should probably be going. I gotta do my rounds. I got these bees in my staff, but I got other throughout the forest. I try to step in and on, keep a watch on every so often. He stands up, and you can hear his knees and his back crack, crack. He grabs his staff, hoists himself up, and pulls it out of the dirt.
If we need to get in contact with you again, is there a way we could do so?
I'll just walk around here. Decent chance to run into me. If it's really dire, you can send the bees for me. Well, she can. Some of them, I taught a few of them to speak Druidic. Will understand it.
That's very impressive.
It's like a bee alarm system. Yeah.
I'll take your word for it. All right.
And always remember, as he gestures to the little campfire and it clenches out, only you can prevent forest fires.
God fucking damn it.
And he starts hobbling away.
Smoker.
It was good to meet you. My name's Rishi, not Smokey.
Yeah.
I mean, I get his concern, but forest fires are very important for the ecological circle of life. Don't
What?
purposely set them, but don't think of them as evil.
I could ask you to make a nature check right now, but I'm not going to.
I could just tell you.
Yeah.
You know that there is one raging across the northwestern side of this continent, and it's destroying everything.
I mean, one, as if there's not 20 different ones. But we are luckily north of the fire tornado one.
According to the news, there's only one big one, that's it. Because the news doesn't like to talk about anything unless it's super dire.
And now we interrupt this breaking news broadcast to give you some D&D.
The fuck is D&D?
I don't know
Newspaper
anymore.
spins out.
All right,
Venture
so
forth.
the bee man has left. You want to head towards the Mad Hermit's tree?
Yes.
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 All right. Just been all about druids today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corey saw it, her chance, and she took it.
Praise the trees.
All right. 1 second here. 1 second. All right. All right. That's kind of funny. So, you come upon a clearing, because you got to see that square where the hermit's tree is in is actually clear. Where there's a big meadow, and in the middle of the meadow stands a giant 20-foot diameter oak that just raises and reaches into the sky. And yeah, you can't see any opening in the oak from this side, but you would imagine, based on you've been told, that there is indeed an opening somewhere.
Do you guys want me to scout it, or what are our thoughts?
I mean, I could always send a little spider friend in.
That would be the least dangerous to us personally.
I mean, I'm not that worried about danger.
What you gonna do?
It's up to you.
Vale has, other than sneaking in himself, no infiltration skill.
I mean, you're level 3 sorcery of 5 spells?
I have, because of the extra spells you give me, 6 total.
Otherwise it would be 4,
extra.
right?
Yep.
Yep. Sorcerer is not known for their high spell count.
Nope.
Anyway,
technically have one that would work, but I don't want to burn that yet.
What you want to do?
It's up to you,
Send the
Prax.
spotter.
Before we do anything, I want to expand my senses. Do I think that either the mad hermit or the cougar are nearby?
Make me a perception check.
Lions behind us. Ah!
13.
Okay, and you, as of yet, do not detect any disturbance nearby besides a beehive. And there is actually off on the very other side of the clearing a lone elk. Anything I can do with that information?
No. Okay. Oh, do we just want to walk up?
I thought we were supposed to be scouting this shit first.
I mean, do you see anything around? I don't.
Well, that's why I'm saying I could send the spider in. It could probably find a little crack in getting in there or something.
Can I? Oh, can your spider do that fun thing where they fly on the wind? Fun fact: anybody afraid of spiders? They can shoot their web out, and then it catches on the wind, and they'll fly for miles like that.
Looks
The
at
air above you is full of flying spiders.
looks at the DM questioningly.
Cannon.
I mean, that's just real life science.
That is real life, but I don't know if his little spider can do anything like that.
Can you, little spider?
The spider can stealth forward and flavor it however it wants. It really doesn't matter a whole lot, considering the spider could just as easily walk up and climb up a thing. So, sure.
Fly, my pretty.
Go, spider.
Fuck it, alright. Little spider web flies to the thing.
To the tree? Alright, I'd like your little spider bro to make me a stealth check. Given its diminutive size, I would like it to have advantage.
Okay. 23.
That's pretty good. Spider is stealth. It shoots out of the web and up and just. How big is Kala?
Tiny.
Okay, but like tiny has a lot of area. Is it like tarantula? Is it like house spider?
You remember that video I sent you about Lucas the spider?
I didn't actually watch it.
You didn't watch it?
Lucas?
I'm sorry.
It's relevant, Nat.
Lucas the spider is the best.
Is it a nickel? Is it a quarter? Is it a tarantula? Is it the size of your palm? Just give me a
Pinky.
pinky. Oh, okay.
Pinky nail.
Okay, tiny little spider.
It's
okay,
a little
yeah.
like a little jumping spider sort of thing.
So the tiny little jumping spider is on the tree. Successfully.
Alright, give me a second here. Keep an eye out. I'm gonna transfer my eyes over and see what the hell's going on in there.
I'll tap you if anything happens.
Alright, so
I transfer my senses.
Kyla's gonna look in.
Yeah, gonna do a little spider climb.
Okay. So as he climbs around to the other side, there is actually a crude door carved into the far end of the giant oak. But it's not really shaping super well to the door, so there are large gaps that spider could climb through.
Yeah, just gonna go right through.
Yep. On the inside, there is a disheveled man who is sitting there with his ears perked. He's clutching a dagger, which glows ever so slightly. And he's listening. And he's got and his other hand clutches a holy symbol around his neck. You can't tell what it is because his hand's over it.
And he's holding a dagger, you said?
Yep, dagger. He seems like he's heard something and he's on alert.
Hey, Vale.
Yes.
Have you noticed Shavar has the weirdest face when he's looking through his familiar?
Just kind of looks at his face like it's really close. Yeah, he does.
Shivar sneezes when you get really close.
Dragon breath in his face. Oh no.
And I die.
Yep. The end.
All right, so what you gonna do with Kala's new found information?
So while I'm looking, I can still talk.
Yes.
So-
You can't hear yourself, but you can talk.
I'm gonna, in a whisper, just say, "Seems like he might be on to us or something. He looks like he's waiting for something. He's listening, sitting holding a dagger and a necklace he's holding in his hand."
Yeah. I'm worried that his cat's behind us somewhere. Do you think I should just try and talk to him like I did the bee man? Come just forward as a druid?
Sure, that won't go horribly at all.
I mean, if it does, y'all have my back, right?
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Yeah. as Shamar's just staring.
Well, Vale,
And she boops your nose.
no, my mom does this thing where she hits me on the forehead. She'll just do this. That's what. Just tap.
You get your forehead tapped a few times until you pull your senses back, presumably.
Yep.
You.
And then she explains all those words to you, presumably.
What's going on?
Well, I'm gonna. Do you think I should just approach the druid and try and talk to him and see if he's lucid?
I mean, he was holding on to a dagger, so it's more likely he's gonna bury it in you before any of that.
I mean, he does get cannon shot at him, so he might think we're gonna kill him as we're kind of hired to do by the town. So I think it's a valid concern of his.
Alright.
So, Kare, are you gonna stroll up?
Yeah. Before she goes, she turns and says, "Be careful, not jungle cats.
Mountain lion.
Forest cats, mountain lions, cougars, whatever you want to call them, are very stealthy, and they will drop down on you from up there." And I point up into the tree. When we look at this there cat.
Make me a perception check.
Up there. Cat. Otter. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Come on, did you go? Are you just being slow, roll 20, or did you not go? Talk about roll 20. There it is.
You look about the tree, suddenly realizing this is a good idea. You do not see a cat.
Okay, cool. So just keep an eye out above and behind you, okay?
Alright.
How far is the tree line to the tree?
The tree's in the middle of the clearing. The clearing is 100 yards wide. So 50 yards.
50 feet?
150,
Yards.
150 feet.
Middle
Okay.
of a football field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I'm going to.
Okay. I mean, that's farther than Eldritch Blast or Firebolt reaches.
Yep. So.
Wow, it's like it's purposeful.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, they were really worried about the range increments of 5th edition cantrips when they designed this for original D&D.
Yes. Exactly.
I'm certain.
100%.
All right, so is everybody strolling up?
I
Yep.
mean,
Okay.
okay. Just
Not
Oh,
going to the
it's
front
so
door,
close
like,
now.
Sitting in the middle of a field.
In
All right.
Druidic, Corey is gonna just call out, "Hello, good sir. Wise
In-
hermit, are you here?"
In common, back, you hear someone say, "What spirits are whispering to me? Who is that?"
It's Corey Praxagandalin. A visitor from a faraway forest.
Come where I can see you. Come around. Who else is there? I smelled them.
Yeah, I have 2 companions, none as nature-oriented as us, but they are trustworthy.
Does everyone come around?
Yes. Say about 20 feet back from Prax.
Sure.
I was going to be like 30 feet from the door, like in front of it.
Yeah, that.
Good. Yep. 20 feet back from 30 feet from the door. That's a good spot.
So we're 50 feet away from the door.
Yep.
Hit me.
All right. So you walk up onto the door, and the door gets pushed out from inside, and you see the figure dressed in a leather armor, clutching a dagger that glows ever so slightly, and he's looking around fervently. What's your passive perception?
Do I add my...
It says if you rolled a 10.
Then 15.
Okay. You can actually see that he also has a ring on his finger, which looks very valuable.
Okay.
He looks around. Who are you? Where do you come from? What are you coming to do to me?
I'm just here to talk. I heard you stole a very fancy amulet, and I was just curious about it.
You're one of them, then.
No, not at all. I just think glowy seeds are really cool.
I smell trickery.
I mean, no?
How can you come out into my homeland, to accost a holy man of nature in his own home just because you want the things he has that belong to him?
Well, I'm just curious about them. I have a brother, you see? And I'm looking for a way to bring him back. He's a little bit cursed, and so I just like to investigate everything I can. You don't like dead brothers? You look a little bit confused.
He's thinking.
We're
Dice were
rolling on the
rolled.
crazy chart.
He takes a few steps forward, smells you, and walks up to you
Okay.
and
I
smells
treat
you.
him like a frightened animal and just don't calmly stand there.
And he looks at you and plops down on a little mound of dirt and says, "What's your name?"
Kore Praxagandalin. Can I say it with you?
Sure.
Okay. She's gonna sit down too.
Could you help me out here? I'm a little lost. Where am I?
You are where the fuck are we, guys?
You're in the Whispering Woods.
We're in the Whispering Woods. That's your tree behind you.
Oh,
It's pretty fancy, right?
that's beautiful.
I'm impressed.
I'm well, and I'm a little confused as to why you're lying to me so much. Why don't you tell me who you really are?
I mean, I did. You want to see my cursed brother's dead heart?
Kind of. I'll
She's
see
gonna,
your
like, reach
fac.
into her pocket,
I'll see your facsimile, your trick.
and there's like a slightly mummified, but not really, kind of still gently pulsing heart.
He reaches his hand out as if to like touch it, not grab, just touch.
Gently, or you're gonna get a face full of lightning.
He strokes it slightly and pokes it a little harder than you'd like.
Mm.
It's a real heart.
Yeah, I
Your
told you.
production, your production value is very high.
Thanks, but it's real.
Vale's gonna lean over to Jamar. Can you heal that, whatever that is?
I'd like everybody to make an insight check.
I'm good at those.
You know, in the wise words of an old man I once knew, you can't fix stupid.
I maybe intimidate.
Yeah, that seems about right. Solid 2. He is
7.
just so confused.
I'm
never
equally
tell.
perplexed.
Wisdom is a really good ability score, guys.
Oh, mine's a dump stat. I have 2 dump stats. Strength, wisdom.
I've got kind of 3. Oh yeah, baby. Not
Yeah.
20, but close.
So this individual is definitely at least partially legitimately unstable. But there's a little bit of an awareness to it.
So he's playing it up.
Playing it up, to what end you're not sure. His hand
Now-
definitely has not left his dagger the entire time.
Mhm. Now, nature, sir. I can't think of any fucking good, fancy nature titles. You think I'm not being honest with you, but I don't think you're being honest with me.
What would make it preposterous.
Your hand has never left your dagger, no matter your apparent state of mind.
Oh, it's valuable. It belongs to me. Don't take it from me.
Don't lack dagger. I barely use my scimitar.
That's an odd choice. Look, I'm just a holy man out here to find myself in nature, and I'm just being accosted, and I don't appreciate this persecution.
Cora's gonna kind of turn and look back at the other two.
Look.
Huh. Does she do anything or just look for answers?
She's just kind of looking at you guys like, I'm out of tricks. But she doesn't say that. She says it with her eyes.
The Mad Hermit starts to whistle. A jovial tune. I can't whistle.
Is he... Where are his eyes looking?
Make me either investigation, perception, or insight check. Your call.
That was Oh crap! I didn't add investigate. It doesn't matter. I'm not proficient in it. Perception or insight?
Yeah.
They're all 0. So let's just go with.
Roll one of them.
Yes.
Hey. So you notice as he's whistling, he's actually looking up into the tree every so often. He's trying to conceal it.
Can
like
I
his home tree?
He's
I'd
looking
like-
at his home tree, but he's looking up into the branches of it.
Where that fucking cat?
So we're 30 feet away.
Yeah.
Huh.
He stands up off the ground.
Corey huffs and then like stands up too.
I'm keeping
tall
my
is this
eye on.
What was
the
that?
tree.
What was that?
I'm keeping the eye on the tree.
And Corey?
How tall is the hermit?
5'8".
Okay.
I telepathically tell Spooter friend to start making its way through the grass towards the hermit.
Okay,
Right,
not
Move it,
super,
Spooter.
not super far. You can get there. But as that's happening, he is whistling, and he whistles really shrilly, and out from above you leaps the giant mountain lion down next to you, Corey. And as the lion is leaping literally over you, he spins his dagger and goes in to stab you. But you're not really surprised by this, so roll me initiative.
Hooray!
Okay.
Is there an initiative button on here?
Yeah, but not on the map that you don't have character pieces. So I'm gonna pop us over here for a second.
Do I just do like a dex check? That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, if you have no other fancy things.
If you have no fancy things.
Yeah, do we just want to
well, I
roll dex
rolled an
checks
11.
then, Nat? Or
Yeah, so you don't have to move them. You just roll dex checks.
Oh, right. I forgot to move you over to the screen that actually had the people. I just moved myself. I'm the best DM.
I don't think you assigned the tokens either because I can't use it.
Really? I totally
Yeah.
did.
It won't let me select it.
Nope, I can't move anything.
Well, just roll some dex checks then. We'll figure it out for next time.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Woo!
I got a 7.
Dang,
I'm so
wow.
amazing.
Alright, and I'm rolling initiative for the enemies to start.
Hermes.
Enemies.
What's my crit strat, guys? Is it to turn into another mountain lion?
Alright, Corey. Initiative?
It was an 11.
Shiva?
7.
Vale.
17.
Alright. Enemies go first in the order they want to go in.
Dog.
Because they both rolled really
Yeah.
good initiative.
Dab me.
So,
I didn't even get to pull my shield out.
he spins his dagger and goes to sink it into you. Okay. What's your AC?
Well,
Well, that's a 19 to hit. He's gonna use sneak attack.
You-
fucking rogue.
Do you not
Fucking
have any
rogues.
dexterity?
I have a +1 to dexterity.
Shouldn't you have an AC of... Oh no, because you can only wear regular leather.
Yeah.
You
No
can wear
more.
studded leather.
Can I?
Yeah. Well, I've always allowed it at least.
I don't think that helps me in this hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not this time. Okay, you take 15 piercing damage. He sticks his dagger into you. Then he's going to use his bonus action to disengage and walk 15 feet away. It's then his lion's turn, mountain lion.
I'm so ready.
The lion is going to running leap and pounce at whoever would have been closer. What do you think that would have been?
Vale was closer, or at least said where he was standing first.
Okay, good enough for me. Gonna attack you. But that's only a 10, which
I have a
means
14 armor class.
yeah.
Or wait, 15 armor class. I lied.
Yeah, so the running leaps at you, but does not manage to get the pounce off. Alright, then it is Corey's turn.
Wait, it should be Val's turn.
You're correct. I somehow just put them in the wrong positions. Because obviously 17 is lower than 11.
Obviously.
And 7, actually, by how I had it set up.
Okay, so I have a cat right on me.
Yes. Rawr. Meow.
So, as my... oop, I'm on edits. As my action, I'm going to attempt to shocking grasp the kitty cat.
Shock the cat.
12 hit.
12 cracks. That means you hit. It's my terminology. It means
Oh.
you hit the AC
Okay.
on the button. I realize I haven't I realize it's the first
Ah.
time.
Yep.
I'm used to it. The rest of them aren't.
Okay,
You hit,
so
but
that's,
barely.
that's 5 lightning damage, and they can no longer take reactions,
Which means you walk away.
which means I walk away.
Then they can
I'm
pounce on you.
I'm still 30 feet from the guy, right?
What are you trying to set up for?
There's maybe Maximilian's Earthing Grasp. I got Quicken Spell. I have things.
You
to
can
do.
you can do it if you want to.
Okay.
It's theater of the mind. We try to get bogged down in specific distances.
Okay. I will rotate around far enough around the cat to get close enough, and then I will use a sorcerer point. So that would be
2 of them for quicken.
2 of them for Quicken Spell, and then Maximilian's Earthling Grasp. They have to make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be restrained. Wait,
That's-
restrained or grappled?
I'm pretty sure it's restrained.
Restrained.
Yes.
Yeah. Because otherwise, it wouldn't be a very great spell. Alright, he's gonna roll his strength save of 2.
Does not beat that.
He takes 7 bludgeoning as the hand crushes him. So let's go as you invoke your lightning spell. Reach out, zap the cat in its face as it rears back. You spin away and very quickly invoke another spell, and out the earth reaches up with 2 big hands and just grabs the hermit's arms and crushes them. And he yells out in pain. Ah!
And the little hand that Vale pulls out is a little dragon's claw.
Cute. Are you done?
That is it. I'm not gonna move anymore.
Now it is Koray's turn.
How far away from me?
What do you want to do?
I want to pound. I think I can run backwards 20 feet and then
You
go.
can
I have enough movement.
You can pounce.
Okay. So
Congrats.
clutching her like, where did he stab me?
Oh, right in the kidney.
Yeah. Clutching her side, she like snarls from like as a dragonborn, and then it like transforms into a cat yowl as she transforms into a crag cat.
Ooh, crag cats are
And
fun.
she's gonna whip around and just pounce on this dude. Do I get advantage if he's restrained?
Yeah, that's what restraint does.
Among other
Disadvantage.
things.
Disadvantage. Restraint's a potent condition. That's the reason Maximilian's Earth and Grasp. Good spell.
Restrained makes it where you have disadvantage on certain saving throws, right?
Yeah, in Dex and Strength.
Got it.
I had a player yesterday stumble into a Glyph of Warding, hold person, and get disintegrated. And it was super rude because it's just you fail.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Advantage. Bye.
Good point.
You do hit already, though.
Yeah, but what if I get a nat 20?
You could.
Ugh.
So, assuming it's probably not going to be a nat 20, I'm going to start resolving this. So,
I rolled the same thing.
as you wheel around, roar, turning into the cat yowl as you described, and you turn to this crag cat, bound up, and do your pounce, and that will strike true, and then he has to make a strength save.
Yes, to not
And he
fall
has
down.
disadvantage because he's restrained.
Man, it's gonna be really annoying typing in all these different.
All right, so he's got a 13 to save.
Okay.
What's the crag cat DC?
That's the DC is 13.
So he cracks and he stays upright. He takes 8 damage though as you climb.
Yep.
You rake him right across the side of his body, cutting through his studded leather armor a little bit. And he spits at you. Spitting on a cat somehow less satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
Shiva,
Hi.
what you wanna do?
So, kind of a problem. Cat. I'll deal with the cat whenever it becomes a problem. Deal with the main guy first. I am going to invoke the power of Paylor and hold a hand up to the air and seemingly bring down a miniature sun in the form of a flaming sphere and ram it into the fucker.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on that dex save.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Got a 6.
Alright, so that's definitely a fail. My DC is 13. The damage on that when I ram...
2d6.
Yep, 2d6. Alright. So let me roll that up. That's ooh shit, 11 fire
Ooh.
damage.
He's
Nice.
taken 26 damage.
And-
This flaming sphere just roasts him, being held restrained in place by the earthen grasp.
And if he ends his turn next to it, he's gonna take more.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to put as much distance between me and this cat as possible.
Okay, you put some distance between you and the cat. The cat looks at you like you're tasty.
I'm not. I'm really not. Trust me.
Okay, it is his turn. One quick note. Okay, so I was looking at restrained. Restrained actually applies to specifically Dex, not Strength.
Gotcha.
Okay. I was curious because Maximilian's Earthen Grasp requires a Strength check to break out of him. Like, that'd be a really rude thing if it gave you
Yeah.
disadvantage on its own thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's right. That would be awful.
That would be quite rude. So, given that, he's going to try to break out. Break out!
Weak boy, come on.
A big baby.
You got a 15.
Crap, he breaks out.
So he breaks out, and he's going to.
I think
Is that not the end of his turn?
That's an action, but he has cunning action. So he's going to cunning action dash and dive 60 feet into his home and slam the door.
He'll take opportunity attack from Kitty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the cat was adjacent. Because he didn't disengage.
I'm going to bite.
Get him.
Okay, 15.
15 misses. As you bite at him, he just tumbles and actually rolls very deftly, and goes in his house and slams the door and says, "We don't want any." Cat looks at Shiva.
Hi.
And the cat has a high move speed.
Rude.
Mm-hmm.
The cat's gonna run after Shiva and try to pounce.
Oh, why would you do that?
That's a 22 to hit.
That yeah, that's definitely gonna hit me.
I would like you to make a strength save.
Oh, that's gonna be bad. Yeah, that's a 3.
You're prone. Okay, so you take 9 piercing damage. Sorry, wrong die. You
Nope.
take 4 slashing damage from the claw. Then it gets to bite you with advantage this time because you're prone.
Yep.
What's the 20?
Yeah, that's gonna.
And that'll be 8 piercing damage. 'Cause
Ow!
he's now over you, claw bite,
Ow!
and it'll look, and after clawing you and biting you, it crouches down really low and just licks you right up your face,
That's fucked up.
tasting your blood.
Mm.
Vale.
How far am I from the
What?
door?
What would you like to
Yeah.
try to do?
Just move Maximilian's Earthen Grasp that way because I know I can't reach the cat from how much I moved.
So
much
Master's
you move.
Earthen Grasp
30 feet.
within 30
Away as
feet.
an action. I
Yeah.
lied. I don't move it as an action.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay. So also my reading of Master's Earthen Grasp, it says it's within range. So by my reading of that, it would you'd basically be reforming the hand somewhere within 30 feet of you.
within 30 feet. Oh, so I could.
I think it's either that or it's saying another creature within 5 feet of where the hand was made, and that'd be really lame.
As
So-
an action, I can grab a key creature or move the hand to an unoccupied space within range. So I guess it's whether it's in range of the hand's 30 feet or my 30 feet. Anyway,
Yeah.
I can't grab and move at the same time. So
This is true.
So I
Therein lies the clunk.
So I'm going to move. Okay. Well, this is gonna get. I'm gonna move in such a way that if I can go that far, a 15-foot cone does not hit Shavar, but hits the cat.
Sure.
Okay.
It's got to I mean, Cheval's on the ground. It's got to angle the cone up a little bit.
Okay.
What save is this?
I am going to make DC 13 con save.
Cat. That's a 5.
So they take 6 poison damage.
Yep, cat takes 6. And what else do you want to do?
So that's a bonus action for you, correct?
Correct.
Then I would like to pull out my fancy diamond and chromatic orb. Also poison. Why not?
All right. You invoke the orb and there's little green wisps and it flies at them with little kind of a misting green fog that floats off it.
Do I want to do?
That's
I'm just gonna do first level.
That's a spell attack.
14 to hit. Ooh.
14 hits the lion.
18 damage. Oh, pretty high.
18. So as you cast this spell, it flies at the lion. It looks up at you, and right as the orb's hitting him, you open your mouth and shoot that jet of poison at him, and both go straight into its mouth, and it starts coughing and wheezing, and it turns its head to the side and vomits down on the ground and rolls over and twitches a little bit and stops moving. You've dispatched the cat.
I'm assuming that's all. Took all my movement to get there.
Yeah, roughly.
Okay, so Vale's just kind of looking nervous and turns back towards the door.
Sure. Corey.
Corey's just gonna start once she sees that the other lion's down, she's just gonna start kind of pacing, not directly in front of the door, but probably 10-15 feet from it.
Okay.
And then looking at those two hey, come fucking talk for me.
Did you want to ready an action or dodge?
Yeah, I'll ready dodge or
You would just dodge. Yeah. Shiva.
Hey. So praise the sun.
You want to stand up and praise the sun?
I'm gonna stand up and praise the sun and make the sun ram into the fucking door.
Alright, door fails, dex saves. Roll 2d6 fire damage.
I had a funny feeling that it would. Let me see, because I tried to fix this. There we go.
Arch, did you make a concentration check?
Oh,
shit,
you did
no,
take some dams. You gotta make 2 because it hit you twice. They're both DC 10.
Nope.
Alright, never mind. You wanna try again?
No fire.
Sorry.
Yep, nope, no fire then. Alright, so I stand up. And I am pretty injured actually, so I'm going to walk closer to the door.
Sure. You can get to Cora. You can't quite get to the door with one movement.
Close enough.
Sure.
Can I see this guy at all through the gaps?
He doesn't seem to be standing directly behind the door. You can see through the door, through the gaps, but he doesn't seem to just be hanging out behind the door.
Do I have visual on him at all?
You cannot see him.
Fuck. Because, weirdly enough, Vicious Mockery requires sight.
Yep.
Okay.
It's in case you want to do those physical humor jokes.
Sacred Flame requires sight, but ignores cover. You can do it through Walls of Force.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any. Alright, you know what? Fuck it then. I'm going to Eldritch Blast the door.
Eldritch Blast actually can't target objects.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Damn it! Fuck. Can I Vicious Mockery the door?
I think that one says creatures as well.
Yep. Can I Sacred... No, that says creatures as well. Shit!
You want to take out your crossbow and shoot the door?
No, because that's not going to break the door. Fuck!
Objects, the bane of warlocks.
Corey sees you just standing there and just like kind of headbutts you. Just like,
Bonk.
do something.
Bonk.
She's very soft.
Do you want to dodge?
Oh wait, this guy's crazy, isn't he?
Maybe.
Maybe. He's at the barest unstable.
I'm gonna use disguise self and turn into him.
Sure.
Instantly
And,
behind this plan.
And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna try to mimic his voice as best as I can and say,
Make me a deception or performance check, your choice.
13 deception.
Okay.
Hey, me! It's me! Let me in!
Okay. You'll see the results of that on his turn, which is next.
That's fine. I'm also going to use my healing light ability. And I'm gonna restore some HPs to myself.
That sounds like a solid plan.
I'm gonna spend
Oh,
2 of those. So I'm gonna restore 2d6 to myself. I gain 4 HP back because I'm garbage.
it's only 3 below average.
Only. That's my turn.
All right. So on his turn,
I am him, and I have a cat right here.
I am you and you are me and we are all together. So the door swings open. You do not see the hermit.
Meow!
Vale.
Meow! Meow!
What would you call handing someone an object?
Usually it would be your interactive object.
What action is that? Because I don't know.
So in 5e you get to interact with one object as part of any of your movement or actions during a turn.
Okay. So
But it's once per turn.
Okay. As I walk towards the door, I hand one of the vials of royal honey to Shavar.
Sure.
Because he needs healing.
Just here you go.
You need healing.
Yes. And I'm going to head as far as I can get into that door. Well, to the door, look around first if I can go further.
So as you get into the door, his ready to action goes off.
Okay, I figured.
Fucking gotta say, guys.
Gonna
I figured.
stab you.
Meow!
What's your AC?
It is 15.
Doesn't even matter. He crits.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna die.
Oh, fuck. It was nice to know you, Vale. There we go.
I feel bad.
Revealed the trick and died.
Oh man, that's a critted sneak attack too.
Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, you're dead.
How many
Hey,
hit points?
I rolled a 20 on my concentration check for my hand. I have 26 HP.
This guy has levels in Rogue.
You take 40 piercing damage.
Holy shit!
As he just stabs his dagger clear through your neck and then pulls out across the front vein. And you see the blood splatter all over your cat friend.
I'm not dead yet.
He's down and bleeding out, dying. He's not dead.
Now, why did I do that?
Way too close. He's still the guy.
I'm still him.
That was what that was.
Alright, so it's your turn. But you do lose concentration on that spell.
And I have to make a death save.
No, because death saves proc at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, I thought it was the end. Okay.
Nope.
Good.
Because if you roll a crit and you gain 1 hit point, you actually get to immediately take your turn.
Oh, cool.
Corey. He's no longer hidden.
I'm gonna swing around and
One second. After he does that, he's gonna say, "Go away, go away. I don't know what I'm doing out there, but I don't want any from myself or you. What happened to my cat?"
It's right here.
And as he says, "What happened to my cat?" Cora's gonna like spin around again and pounce right into his house.
Right into his house. He only has one ready to action. Though.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get him.
Okay. This is an 18 hit.
You hit him. How
Okay.
do you want to do this? He had 1 hit point left.
You almost killed me and I had 1 hit point left.
Well, she's just gonna go for the jugular.
Just basically
We're in cat mode.
what he did to
Yeah.
Vale, just back at him.
Mm-hmm.
You pounce up, shove him down, take one of your big claws, rake it across his neck, and just for good measure, take your big crag cat jaws, sink it around basically his entire neck, and just start tear it out.
Blood everywhere.
Blood, 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 and death. Anyone seen Zootopia?
God damn it.
All
It
right.
took me a second.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody? All right. So we're gonna. I would drop us out of initiative, except Shavas do
Somebody's gonna
something to pick up Vale. So
Yeah,
you're up.
I just look at Vale and I just go, "Ay," and beams of light shoot out of my fingers.
I'm a little startled. There wasn't a little who needs heal.
No.
It's just using your last remaining 2d6.
Only one.
Okay.
So you,
Yeah.
Vale, roll a d6, and that's how much health you get.
One.
To be fair, I'm voting for 1 as well. 4.
All right. That's pretty good.
Better than average.
So you sputter awake as this healing light out of Shavad's hand knits your neck ever so slightly. So it's basically like very wicked scarring and scabbing instead of just open pumping wounds. And at that point we can drop out of initiative as you
Corey's
take a
gonna-
breather after your first fight.
Corey's gonna drop her cat form, and I assume still all bloodied and gross, and just
Yep.
like grasp Vale's shoulder and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
That's pretty good. That's pretty nice.
That's 2d8. 3. Dang!
Damn good numbers.
Max
I'm
level
almost
die.
I'm almost at full now.
You're at 23 hit points.
23 of
I am
26.
at 12.
I think you got hit a little bit before cat form.
Yeah. I didn't get hit once I was in cat form.
That's too bad.
Vale's gonna hand over his 2 things of royal honey to Prax.
Oh yeah, you gave me one, huh?
Yeah.
I have 2. Well, what the fuck? Praxajandelin. There's my accent. I haven't
And
gotten
he-
to talk in so long.
Yeah, you were a cat for a while there. He just kind of
Okay.
sits there against the door.
I think
Pretty
maybe,
much.
judging by his ability to be stealthy, should we check for traps in this motherfucker?
Maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is my house. It's fine.
That accent is a little unnerving.
What are you talking about? It's me. I'm the owner of this house.
Are you going
Okay,
to
well,
proudly stroll in?
No,
Go on in.
I'm just having a goof. Not that fucking stupid. Aw, man.
All right, so what's happening?
I turn back into
Vale
myself.
seems to be taking a breather.
Pretty much just sitting against the wall for a little while.
Drop in disguise self. Does Kore want to use that beautiful, beautiful wisdom ability score and look for traps?
I mean, I feel like looking for traps is under investigation, which is intelligence, but
It's
if you want me to
technically under the
perceive,
rule.
perceive.
Technically, under the rules as written, it is perception, but I generally allow
What?
players to use either of them.
I will fucking percept the shit out of this place. Do you want to help me out? What's your name?
I will place a hand on Prax Kore and say, Paylor, guide your eyes, and give you guidance.
Aw.
Hey!
Does that give me a plus D4?
Yar.
Okay, well, here's my perception.
I am a warlock that plays like a cleric bard.
And then you add D4 to that.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's like the
Nice.
hermit's
Oh, good.
number. It's like the hermit's number of hit points. All right, so as you look around, there's very crude furniture made of entirely of wood. It's simplistic but kind of beautiful in its own way. Most of them carved from single pieces of wood, but they don't sit quite right. Most of them, including plates and glasses, everything. As you look around, you actually cracked the DC on the nose, 18. There's no traps, but underneath his kind of bed, which amounts to a pile of leaves and some wood construction, you clear that away. Underneath it is, you see the earth is freshly turned. You think there's probably something buried there.
I dig it up. It's like
Okay.
we're in holes.
You go all holes on this shit, and you, in a true holes fashion, after a few shovelfuls, you down on something hard.
I found the good shit, guys. I pull out what I hope to be a chest.
It is a chest.
Wow.
Small little thing, but you can hear a nice rattle and clank inside it. It is locked though.
Anyone have a crowbar?
Literally have a crowbar.
Same.
Vale.
Imagine both of them just go.
Pretty much just kind of throws a crowbar general direction.
Dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll for attack.
Do you want a crowbar it open?
Yeah.
So roll me athletics with advantage.
Ah, frickers.
You turn to a brown bear first.
It's better than mine. -1 for me. So
What kind of brown bear use tool, though?
It can use a crowbar.
you just have to like push on the.
Yeah, that's a
side.
basic lever.
Oh!
Advantage. Oh. God.
So you go to use the crowbar on the chest, and you legitimately somehow break the crowbar.
Well, fuck, guys.
You crack the crowbar in half.
Well,
I else want to fucking do this.
I got another one, but
I take the guy's ring and dagger off his body, and I
Sure.
guess search for anything else.
You find a little brass key.
Oh, fuck.
I walk over it up.
You also find studded leather armor.
I fucking put on his armor.
Sure, it's a little clawed. Studded leather armor and a little pouch with contains some granola, which amounts to a trail ration.
Oh, yeah, granola.
he was wearing something on his neck too, right?
A
Nope.
ring? Was
A
it?
He had a-
holy
he had a-
symbol.
Oh, yeah, the holy symbol,
the
right?
holy
Right.
symbol, that's correct.
Yeah. The holy symbol is in the book, it's a nondescript elven god of nature. So I'm going with do you know elven gods of nature?
Melora?
I fucking do.
Let's go with Melora. That sounds fun.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah. The holy symbol itself is made fairly well. It's worth about 50 gold.
Or Mieliki? Either of those.
Oh, that's the bard one.
No, Mieliki's another nature one.
Yeah.
I know
Oh,
that
no,
one
it's
from the
Malil.
Drizzt books.
I'm gonna
Malil
go-
is the bard
I'm
one.
gonna go with Melora was first answer.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's a holy symbol from Melora. It's well made. It's inlaid of silvers. It's worth about 50 gold.
Oh, that's pretty useful.
So I have that And the holy symbol.
So do you want to
So
unlock the
dagger
chest?
ring rations. Yeah, I was
Yes.
just dagger
Okay.
ring rations holy symbol.
Yep.
Okay. And key. And I go unlock the chest.
Okay, you open up. This little chest contains 164 silver pieces, 31 gold pieces, a potion of invisibility, and a green glowing seed amulet.
I fucking
Ooh.
take that amulet.
It is warm to the touch.
What do I sense from it?
Make me a nature check.
Okay. I weirdly enough did not take nature.
Choices.
It's also intelligence. Okay, not bad for a negative
That was
one.
good.
Yeah, this is definitely some sort of potent nature druidic magic item. You don't particularly are able to tell what it does. That being said, as a magic item, you can spend a short rest with it to identify its properties.
I'm gonna do that.
Does Vale also want to do that with the ring and the dagger?
Yes. Can you? Well, actually, you could just say it later. The rest of that loot. I only wrote 164 silver.
164 silver, 31 gold, potion of invisibility.
All right.
Which he was, if you guys did like the stakeout thing outside, he definitely would have drank.
Yeah. Vale would take the long rest or short rest. So.
Yeah. So does everyone want to take a short rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna use some hit dice.
Yep. You get the short rest assaulted or interrupted inside his protected home.
What the fuck is my constitution modifier? +3.
You got some good con.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
also
back at
have
full.
+3.
Oh, y'all using your actual buttons.
Yeah.
I don't know that newfangled shit. I just roll a bunch of dice.
And
And I don't need to roll hit dice because I'm
Ah,
3 away from full.
I'm 1 away from full now. Okay. I also now have my B shape back.
Yeah. Oh, you get 2 uses per short rest.
But I took a short rest, and now I'm back up to 2
Yeah.
uses instead of 1.
Yar.
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 Let's go on a pirate adventure. Oh my god.
Right, so-
AC. I hate
So,
this.
You identify the 3 magic items you received. You have a ring of protection. You have a +1 dagger. It glows softly. And you have an amulet of nature's reincarnation. Is a consumable item, lets you cast reincarnate once.
Oh shit. That's pretty fucking potent.
Yeah.
Oh, you could use it on your brother's heart.
I have tried those methods. There's a reason I'm a druid and not a cleric, because reincarnation and the like has not worked.
Oh.
Unless Nat wants us to have another party member.
This is pretty potent magic. You think there's a chance you could get it to work, but using reincarnate to resurrect a recently dead, person is a little easier than someone who's been cursed and is shriveled down. That's at least right now beyond your expertise with this item.
Well,
Maybe if you could find a wise hermit.
well, too bad we fucking killed him.
There are others.
He wanted to eat the heart.
Okay, guys, so this amulet lets us reincarnate someone if they die. So, do we want to give it to him for 500 gold? Keep this shit.
Seems a little low.
Well, from my magical understanding of things, each level of a spell is roughly equivalent to about 100 gold's worth. So, believe, technically speaking, that's actually pretty on par.
Pull up my binder of magic items.
I mean, it's also a question of how useful is it to us. I guess
Depends.
if
Do you
we've got-
plan on dying?
I mean, does anyone plan on dying?
Yes.
It's also a little rude to say to someone holding their dead brother's heart. Consider your words.
If anyone would like to make a nature or arcana or history check to identify
Yeah,
the value of this item.
I'm gonna Arcana check that.
Everyone went Arcana, but I think it
We
doesn't.
all-
That's a natty. That's a 22.
So this item is more powerful than a 5th level spell scroll because it doesn't have a failure chance. It can be used by anyone.
Oh.
So that would place its value somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000 gold.
Oh.
Hey! Do you share that information?
I will say that you both actually got at least similar amounts of that. His is most accurate, but you two would have an inkling of its value.
I would
swear.
know that it's wrong.
It's worth more than that, I think.
I mean,
I rescind my prior statement and correct it to the following. Actually...
Who wants this ring?
What's it do?
+1 to this thing called armor class, and +1 to saving throws. Don't know what these mean.
I mean,
It's probably good
I'm a
for
little stronger now.
probably good for you to Prax, since you being the one up front and all.
I mean, I think my armor class changes when I transform. if
Oh
I'm
yeah, shit, you
correct.
can't benefit from magic shit when using animal forms, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
useful if I'm me, which I do like being me sometimes. I can't really talk. Like, I probably would have told you not to walk into that doorway because we knew he'd been invisible. But I can't exactly say that. Because I think I get all the physical.
Yeah, I mean, if we get into a mess, you probably shouldn't be in your normal form anyways. I mean, probably a good idea to be able to keep the healer alive.
I hand Shavar
mean-
the ring.
I did the most healing today.
Shucks.
Shots fired.
Did you, though?
Yeah, I healed him for 19 hit points. How many hit points did you heal?
What are hit points?
What are hit points? Everyone's noses start bleeding. What's going on?
Also, everyone should just eat their good berries now because it's gonna go bad in about 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I ate 3 good berries and I'm at full.
I
Woo!
am already at full, so I guess those are going to waste.
Oh, eat one to save a ration, I guess.
Sure.
Not that we even track rations.
Yeah, not right now. Alright, I'll
I mean,
take the ring of
it took us
protection.
15 minutes to get here.
Yeah, was that?
I'll take
It took us
the...
15 minutes to get here.
Okay. So you're turning to the ring. Who's carrying the dagger?
I don't really use that shit, so...
No one does.
I don't plan to use it. I'll keep the dagger, I guess.
Yeah.
And I have 3 daggers.
Can I equip the spider with the dagger? Make it a magical dagger-wielding
Keep it-
spider.
It's not a monkey. It's not a crab. No dagger.
Ring
Oh,
of
wait, crabs
protection.
Oh,
could have daggers?
Have you seen the meme?
Yes, I have. But if this is legitimate, I want find familiar.
No.
Get crab.
I'm just gonna let you guys
crab right now.
know right now that there is a oddly high number of +1 daggers in this adventure.
Okay.
That's because there's assumed there's a rogue for sure.
No, but
Like-
there's like a lot of them.
Cool.
Modifier. Ring of
I
protection.
mean, you can't play original D&D without a rogue.
Okay.
That's how you die.
Except
You
we
guys gonna have
You're
to-
can.
gonna die.
You guys are gonna try to pick locks at some point, and it's just gonna stonewall the entire campaign.
Probably.
We're gonna
You already
be Vox
broke my
Machina
crowbar.
2.0. Our worst
Broke
enemy
my-
are doors.
You broke my crowbar by one thing versus any sort of door.
All right. So, for the rest of today, did you want to venture back to the keep?
Well, we should first get our story straight. We did not find an amulet. Correct?
What amulet?
Okay. We can offer our condolences. We were only able to find what was on his body.
Should we bring him back?
No. If anything, we should bury the sucker in the tree.
And maybe the mountain lion.
Or we let him be eaten. Go on to nature's great path.
I don't really give a fuck either way.
I do think
Well-
we should take his body from this beautiful tree, though. It does not deserve it.
So, Corey, you drag the body out of the tree into the meadow, and lay it down, and you all turn to each other and try to deliberate a story, and we'll pick back up with that next time because it's just about midnight.
Hooray!
Woo! Session 1.
Woohoo!
Look at all that loot.
All the loot.
Yeah. Are you keeping track of that, Matt?
Yes, I have everything written down, so we can divvy it up. However,
Yar. But we will do that between times. So, for right now, Arch, you have an outro.
Yes. As soon as I challenge Lash to a duel.
Oy vey.
There we go. Because I keep missing it whenever Lash does it. Because I'm trying to
Wanna
pay
challenge
attention to
him
stream.
then?
Alright, so we're gonna, as per usual with these streams, we're gonna go around, find out where we can find people online, and find out what their favorite part of tonight was, and then we will call it quits until next Monday, because this is gonna be a regular thing. So, let's start same order as always, Nat.
It's always me first.
Yep.
I
happens when
think
you're
I
DMC.
think my favorite moment was meeting the bee man, and just that was some fun interaction. I really enjoyed just all the druidy stuff today. It was fun. Good old fashioned D&D.
Indeed.
That's me. Oh, and where I find me on internet, right? I'm tired.
Yep.
I'm at CrimeNat on Twitter. I tweet a lot about D&D stuff, a little bit about magic stuff. I'm fun. Follow me or don't. It's your call. It's your life. Don't do drugs. Have a happy Tuesday.
Okay. And Pie.
Hi, I'm Pie. You can find me at the Queen Pie on most social medias. What was my favorite part? It was all pretty fun. I think I also liked meeting the bee man and his beautiful boar.
V.
Who doesn't love giant pigs?
I like
Matt?
eating giant pigs.
I did eat pork today.
Delicious. And Undead.
I'm Undead or UndeadBond4595 on Twitter. I don't really tweet that much, but I retweet a bunch of stuff. The B-Man was definitely a favorite part.
Okay, so
The
now
whole-
Arch can't say the bee man.
Ah,
I wasn't
the-
planning on it.
The thing where I used my breath weapon, which I was not going to use, it was like, oh crap. Okay, I used my breath weapon, and I walk inside and get stabbed. Knew it was gonna probably happen. Did not expect the crit. Yeah. We're gonna have a conversation next episode about stuff that happened during that. So, in character. But yeah, so just the way that worked, and then the crit, it was like, oh, I have erred.
Get rogue crit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Arch?
helps. As for myself, you can find me on Twitter at arch_DND. You can also find me running the Lucky Die podcast Twitter account, which is at TLD Pod. If you're not listening to Lucky Die, what are you doing? Yeah, I know, right, Nat? Like, just, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
My favorite part for tonight was probably the fact that we're a bunch of traveling Southerner hillbilly types. You got
Take up the banjo.
Should have been a bard. Oh well. Maybe next time. But yeah. That being said, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to those of you watching on YouTube in the future. As always, these videos get uploaded to my YouTubes, which you can find in the chat there, because this new chat bot has everything prepared for me.
Woo.
You can go to my YouTube, subscribe there, and 24 hours after any of the live streams that are of significance in this RPG scheme will get uploaded there. Also my Dragon Age games, which I have been playing lately, which has been a lot of fun, including the pain in the ass fucking crazy ass hermit.
That wasn't as mean as it could have been.
God, just that whole crazy hermit thing. A question for a question, hmm? Yes, I think we will. Yes, we shall. What is your name?
Yeah. I can't RP that hard. I'll die.
That's fair. Everybody is different. Right. Anyways, thank you everybody, and until next time.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm just so glad it's Tuesday.
Actually, it's Tuesday now.
That's the problem.
Yep, it's actually Tuesday.
That's the problem.
It's not a problem.